野生的菌种所驯化，机制选用12种以上的严选中药材，采用高山无污染矿泉水培育，几十年匠心坚守，本草银耳终于绽放开来。肾乃先天之根本，灸丝劳神之事，最为伤肾。肾元再生丸传承1800年，遵循古法的前提下，结合现代科技的萃取技术，精选9种补物，相辅相成，抗疲劳，养精神，创造更好的健康生活。山谷、幽林、高山，生态之地能出好茶。福鼎老白茶已有1000年历史，选用1级寿眉，味厚爽，香鲜醇，茶汤温润，滤去浮躁，让更好的福鼎白茶走向世界。匠心之作，手工传承，战绝城足银韵香书，整体是用足银打造而成，精美的图案，优雅的外形，每一次梳理都是对美好时光的珍藏。银在《本草纲目》中具有安五脏、定心神等功效。战绝城足银工艺杯，内胆是用足银为原材料，采用宫廷传统工艺和高科技手段精制而成，精美的图案，大方的造型，愿您在品茶的同时享受健康生活。菌菇，营养之王，战绝城7珍菌汤包，选用优质菌种，精心培育，汤浓味美，唇齿留香，带给您无限的美食享受。健康来自自然，每一口沙棘汁都像是在拥抱着大自然，令人感到无处不在的生命。战绝城沙棘汁为您呈现纯天然健康之选。
当灯光亮起，我们将共同见证这一时刻。JCK 绝城之夜 N99。不打无名之战，头条主赛图拉纳木兰巴雅尔对阵阿玛哈利革命81，联合主赛王琦对阵阿库诺夫努尔日基特，勇士们用双拳丈量擂台的边界，用勇气突破极限的壁垒，这是力量与意志的较量。JCK 绝城之夜 N99，一场格斗风暴即刻来袭。
Fight fans, welcome back to Shanxi, China for JCK Fight Night 99. We're live at the JCK International Fight Center. Tonight, Aman Ali Gumingbai faces Tool Namnam Bayer in tonight's main event. A look now at the matchups graphic for tonight's headliner. Two dangerous, powerful finishers in the lightweight division go toe-to-toe at the top of the card. Each fight both fighters have had here inside the JCK cage have ended in finish, and we expect dramatic highlights from this fight as well. Odds suggest that as the clock ticks, Namnam Bayer's chances of winning increase we can expect Aman Lee to explode with an aggressive start, hunting the knockout early. Woody?
Vaughn fight fans, in the co-main event, we see the crowd pleasing Honey Badger Wang Chi welcoming a very young and talented Akhunov from Kyrgyzstan. Akhunov has only had 6 professional fights, but 4 of those ended with him finishing his opponent. This fight is going to be a barn burner. I'm Woody Potketer.
I'm Vaughn Anderson, and here's your host, Yang Guang.
Thanks, Vaughn. Thanks, Woody. 所有现场以及正在收看比赛直播的观众朋友们，大家晚上好！欢迎收看中国顶级 MMA 综合格斗直播赛事 JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛。我们现在是在 JCK 战绝城国际格斗中心与您见面，我是杨光。JCK 战绝城是由海南全天候网络竞技有限公司荣誉出品，由中国国际竞技技术合作促进会竞技体育产业融合创新发展工作委员会负责相关的指导工作。目前 JCK 战绝城知识产权已在香港国际联合知识产权交易中心挂牌上市。那么今天晚上将为大家现场呈现的是 JCK 绝城之夜 N99 的比赛的激烈实况。那同时呢，今天晚上的比赛也将会通过我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻以及快手等相关平台进行全程同步直播。同时还要特别感谢新华网、百度 App、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、虎牙直播以及格斗迷的大力支持。同时还要特别感谢千岁汽车、毛江1953、华肯乳业集团、梅花以及菲德士对今天晚上比赛的赞助播出。那么今天晚上应战选手分别是头条主赛轻量级的对决，图拉南姆南巴亚尔对阵阿曼哈利革命81；联合主赛协议体重之战，王琦对阵阿库诺夫努尔日吉特。那么正赛方面，滕利格大战坎贝克乌鲁廷奇蒂克，伊尔丹纳阿伊亨努尔对阵鬼地夏明权。张帅对阵不火古布，阿弟对阵铁拳歌王高俊野。那么复赛方面，白国庆对阵乌雷伊夫，伊尔波勒塔加利克大战奥特根苏人苏赫巴特，巴尔斯库伦俄日穆恩对阵阿古东马，向光伟大战贾金博，比多拉伊尔哈利对阵来自于韩国的赵炯义。在此也诚挚的邀请屏幕前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmm.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。冲出亚洲，走向世界，超越格斗的极限，迈向新的征程。JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛，预示世界综合格斗的新浪潮。在此也非常荣幸能和现场以及屏幕前的诸位共同见证和引领这股新浪潮。接下来，叫我们舒开正风，共同开启今晚的比赛。
Time now for our first fight of the evening. This is a lightweight scrap making his way to the cage now from the blue corner. Cho Kyung-hee, hailing from Korea, 37 years of age. He trains out of P-Boy MMA in his home country. A 3-fight win streak for Cho as he makes his JCK debut tonight. He fought 2 months ago and won by decision. The other 2 wins in his 3-fight win streak were submissions. He is a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. He looks in phenomenal shape as well and fresh from a win, a stark contrast to his opponent, B. Duola, who is coming off an injury and a 2-year layoff. 4-3 overall for Cho in his pro career that began 10 years ago. He is no newcomer to the sport, very experienced, well-conditioned, and ready to fight.
He was super confident when we interviewed him. He figures that he's going to finish the fight, and they didn't say it in that many words. They said he has good striking, but it really is the jiu-jitsu that is his secret weapon, and they predicted they're finishing this fight.
Here we go. Korea's Cho Kyung-hee steps into the JCK cage for the first time.
And there we see his opponent, B. Duola, finally returning to JCK. He hasn't fought since April 2023. His last 3 fights, he won via finishes, and the last 2 were here in JCK in 2023. On March the 4th, he ground and pound finished Chang Jun-Chung in the very first round. And then the next month, on April 30th, he got another ground and pound win over IET, also in the very first round. The Wolf King is well trained and is making the move to lightweight. He has fought at lightweight before, but we saw him here at JCK in the welterweight division, where I believe he was slightly undersized. I think it's a great idea for him to move back to lightweight, where he is at a much more competitive size. You see there the scar on his left shoulder. We interviewed him. I asked him, where have you been? What's been going on? Are you still training at Chunji-Godo? He said yes, but he had a broken collarbone. And then we'll get to see him use his very nice, well-rounded skills. He's a good striker. Watch out for his head kicks. Lots of power in his striking. But as we know, Vaughn, how to remember him? You can't really forget him with that amazing hat that he has, the Wolf hat, or the Wolf King hat, which is so, you know, just reminds you when we think about him. We haven't seen him for such a long time, and it immediately came back to us. Something really rare is we see his coach actually came out to the show. Most of the time, Wu Chenjie doesn't have the time to come and corner his fighters. They have a very big team, a very busy schedule. But it's great to see him have his coach in the corner to give him, you know, very possibly some very good advice. And he steps back into the JCK ring, or the JCK cage, Bi Duola.
A look at the tail of the tape. Equal in reach, 9 years of age separates these 2 warriors.
Cho in phenomenal shape.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 轻量级的复赛争夺，南方选手身高181公分，臂展185厘米，体重71公斤，年龄37岁，来自于 P-Boy MMA 职业生涯战绩7战4胜3负。那么今天晚上上的 JCK 战决城的首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from South Korea. Gets ready for Cao Kyung-Yi. 本场比赛，红方选手身高182公分，臂展185厘米，体重71.30公斤，年龄28岁，来自于成杰格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩13战11胜2负 ，JCK 战决城战绩3战全胜。他就是来自于中国的红方选手狼王比多拉耶尔哈利。本场比赛场上裁判梁明。
Cho in the blue corner and Bidola in the red. Immediately, Bidola walking forward. Starts with a testing calf kick. Goes straight to the head with that leap left kick. That's so fast.
Cho shakes it off, stays light on his feet, fires a calf kick. There's a cross there from Cho that finds the mark. Very vocal corner from Cho's side.
Yeah,
Bidola landing a calf kick. There's another one from Cho.
Oh, nice straight from Cho. How long before Cho shoots? He goes again for the cross. How long before he shoots for the takedown? I like how Bidola is taking the fight to the grappler. Bidola has very, very heavy strikes. Good kicks, powerful hands.
Bidola lands a straight cross there. Scott Cho backing up.
Oh, nice kick.
To the midsection with the left leg. Both fighters firing hooks. There's a head kick from Bidola, another head kick.
Another one, and he barely, he caught him with a left hook there as well. Now we saw Cho really wanting to close the distance. Eats an elbow from Bidola, another elbow from Bidola. And Bidola steps back. Cho now having his hands up really high, respecting the power of Bidola. Look at Bidola, he's switching stances.
Both fighters exchange there. Engaging here, locking up. Cho looking to drag that leg down and get the takedown.
Nice.
Bidola showing great balance there against the cage wall in his own corner, peppering with short punches to the face to distract Cho.
Look at the beautiful leg reap. But it's Bidola that ends up on top. Not sure how long he wants to play here. Or if he'll even look for the... Oh my goodness! He has the arm in. He's going for a rear naked choke.
Oh,
no way!
Bidola.
Oh my God, he taps the brown belt. Ha! That is surprise statement made.
Amazing first round submission victory. He did not look rusty at all. Bidola coming off a 2-year
Almost
hiatus.
A 2.5-year hiatus comes in and it's a grappler in the very first round.
Bravo to Bidola. We look forward to your return to MMA.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则轻量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的红方选手狼王比多拉·叶尔哈利，第一回合2分，使用背后裸脚将口获胜。The winner is red corner, win by rear naked choke. 女士们、先生们，掌声送给比多拉·叶尔哈利。接下来将要进行是男子银量级的复赛交锋。
It's time now for the second fight of the evening. This is a flyweight bout. Making his way to the cage from the blue corner, it's Jia Jinbo. Hailing from Beijing, bringing his Sanda base to this, his second JCK appearance. He trains in Beijing at Black Tiger Fight Club. Jia Jinbo won a decision in his an official MMA debut here in JCK just over a year ago. He has a huge challenge in front of him tonight, facing one of my favorite fighters, the always exciting Xiang Guangwei. Where is Xiang weak? That's a tough question to answer. Jia will need to find the answer tonight. The sweet spot, where is Xiang weak? We're not sure, but he needs to get the job done tonight. Unofficially, Jia Jinbo is 5-1. Whose record matches Xiang Guangwei's official record. We'll see how he does in this fight. We've only really seen one video of his where he won a decision, and that was like over a year ago. We're not sure what's happened in his career since then, but he is training, of course, with so many killers and great coaches at Black Tiger in Beijing. We look forward to seeing what he brings to this performance. Here is Jia Jinbo.
There we see his opponent, Xiang Guangwei, part of a new generation of fighters coming out of Kunming. Their team has some amazing strikers, but recently we've seen them improve in leaps and bounds, especially with their wrestling. Xiang is a veteran of JCK, having had all his fights under this promotion. His last fight saw him win via a body kick against Tielio Wu Bieligen, an opponent who at that time, he had 4 times the fight experience that Xiang had, and he still got him out of there. Xiang is super talented and a fighter I've been keeping my eyes on, and definitely watching his career. Like Vaughn said, he's also a fighter that you love to watch. This kid can wrestle, has amazing boxing. His left hand to the liver is also super dangerous. He's got powerful kicks, and he's just such an action-packed fighter. He loves to bring the action, aggressive. He's very stocky for the division, hard to take him down, very hard to keep him down, and I'm excited to see. Personally, he's if I were to bet, I would say he's got it all to lose, but let's see. Both of these guys are young fighters trying to make a statement in this very, very competitive division.
Let's look at the tail of the tape now and see how these two young warriors stack up.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 银量级的复赛争夺，蓝方选手身高171公分，臂展167厘米，体重57.40公斤，年龄24岁，来自于北京黑虎搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩6战5胜1负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩1战1胜。他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手贾金波。本场比赛，红方选手身高165公分，臂展166厘米，体重57.40公斤，年龄22岁，来自云南昆力俊龙搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩9战6胜3负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩6战4胜2负。他就是姚鑫夏国伟。本场比赛场上裁判王悦。
Better. GCK MMA up one and go. Okay. Here. Touch. Step. Judge. Hi. Ready. Fight!
Jia in the blue corner and Xiang in the red.
Xiang in the southpaw stance. Watch for that left kick to the body.
Goes wow with the lead left hook kick. Don't see that very often. Xiang has his hands up really high.
We've never really seen Xiang start so cautiously. He's a bit of a reckless, hard hitter with starts explosively. He definitely respects the threat Jia brings to this match. Calls from the referee to engage. There's a hard cross there from Jia and a kick.
Oh, he catches the kick, beautifully done. Very Sanda style. Caught that kick, has Jia pressed up against the cage wall now. Might come to see some of that wrestling that their team's been working on. See Jia trying for some knees to the body. Xiang has a deep right hand underhook. Jia clinching him up. Very nice head position from Jia there.
Good work from Xiang to reverse the position, but he eats a knee for his troubles. Some short punches aiming for the liver there is Xiang. There's a knee.
A lot of pressure put on Jia here from the referee. Stop that. Very fast kick, and unfortunately that was a bit of a low blow. Hopefully this is not the first main tonight. I'm sure in the co-main event we'll have to sorry, not the co-main event, the third last fight of the night we'll mention low kicks. Oh, it snuck around that leg. That's a bit of bad luck over there. He checked, but still got a. Oof. So what's the best medicine? Ice one?
Best medicine is a good protective groin guard. Preventative medicine, of course.
Fight!
The fight continues. Jia seems okay.
One thing I love about this division is just how fast they are. Like any moment, something explosive. And both these guys are really powerful punchers for the division. It could finish in any moment.
Jia charges forward with a beautiful combination there. Punches and kicks. Now there's a scramble here against the cage wall.
And it's Xiang Guangwei who digs in. Now he's got a nice deep underhook.
I do believe that Jia must feel that he has the advantage in the grappling department, and that's why he's trying to instigate these clinches. But Xiang Guangwei and the entire Kunli Jianglong team have been improving their wrestling. I was just in Kunming a few weeks ago, and I was watching them training, and the intensity up at altitude there in Kunming is unbelievable, especially the wrestling training.
Beautiful. Oh, nice little elbow on the exit from Jia.
Fighters disengage. Xiang charging forward.
We hear the corner of Xiang telling him to put the pressure on, to go forward a little bit more. What I like about Jia is he's very active and he's mixing it up. Pace is definitely a little bit more controlled by him.
Xiang looking to take out the lead leg there with a push kick to the knee area.
Catches
Look at that
him
beautiful
again.
work from Xiang, catching that kick, taking the fight to the ground, executed perfectly.
Nice hammer fist there, another hammer fist. Nice elbows to the body as well from Xiang Guangwei. Another elbow to the body.
Xiang aggressively powering through with ground and pound. Jia doing what he can to defend himself.
Heavy hips from Xiang. Trying to catch it. Oh, nice. Oh, kicking, punching. Got to be careful.
Xiang makes his way past the guard. Beautiful work now. Less than a minute left in this first round. Xiang looking to get the job done in this first round. Elbows. Look, he's gonna. Oh, yeah. Jia gets back to his feet. Great work from him. Inside low kick from Xiang.
Xiang starting to loosen up a little bit. Both coaches quite vocal, especially Xiang's coach. Pretty exciting first round. I am not sure who I'll call it to because I felt like Jia had the advantage on the feet early on in Formosa fight, but it was Xiang Guangwei that got the takedown and landed some damage.
Just a very exciting round to watch. Great exchanges, great wrestling. The ground to Xiang. Beautiful takedown shown here in the, oh, not in this video.
That was the first one, yeah, that's the first. In Chinese it's called Jie Tui Shuai. Basically, catch the leg and throw. Catch leg throws. Oh, that's the unfortunate low blow. This is where he catches that leg and
beautiful work.
Second down, second out. Ready, fight!
Round 2 begins. Much like round 1 did, similar postures, similar strategy.
Big body kick thrown from Xiang. Xiang Guowei less, like more calculating. This is one of the most calculating we've seen him. Both these guys smiling at each other now, exchanging the kicks.
Both fighters hesitant to engage, looking for the counter opportunities. Beautiful combination there from Jia, throwing a lead punch and then following up. There's another beautiful kick to the body. Trying to take a page out of Xiang's book, but Xiang has better balance and is able to fight off that takedown attempt.
These guys are kicking for the midsection, both of them. Really working the body kicks. Oh, he's looking for guillotine here. Doesn't have it tight enough.
Xiang pops his head out.
And Xiang is so good at getting those underhooks. Like, he's very strong with this deep underhook. Nice knee from Jia earlier, but the pressure from Xiang is really good. Oh, he shoots, drops down.
Jia looking to finish this fight with a submission. Xiang pops his head out and fires a kick on the exit. Xiang stalking forward. Cross fired from Jia.
Jia's less active than he was in the first round. A little bit more respectful in how he's standing in front of Xiang, but he was doing better earlier in the fight when he was dominating. Oh, goes for a nice question mark.
Question mark kick there from Jia. That gets past the guard of Xiang. There's a 1-2 from Jia that scores.
But another body kick. Xiang Guowei doing really good working the body. Every time he gets hit, you can see the right side of the ribs of Jia already readying up. But Jia's also doing very good at actually landing on Xiang Guowei with those direct punches. But the counters from Xiang Guowei also really impressive. Both these guys really looking for the good counters.
Both fighters swinging there, reaching the final minute of this second round. You know, Xiang has the stamina to power through 15 minutes of straight full throttle aggression. The reason why he's being hesitant is out of respect for the threat that Ja brings to this fight. He is not conserving energy. He is absolutely
look how
concerned about that getting finished.
Yeah, well, Ja's countering is also really good. Both of these guys are looking for the counters. It's hard when two counter punches meet in the cage because both of them want to pressure Jackson, but they're too scared to pull the first.
Well,
take their first shot.
I wonder if I would not necessarily call Xiang a counter fighter. It's just in this circumstance where he is. I'll say it. I think he's afraid. I think he's afraid of Ja clipping him with a counter. So he's playing the counter game himself. Round 2 is in the books. One more 5-minute round to go.
你头只要压下来，他换不过你。你要把他挤到笼边，你不出拳也没有问题。你看我，看我，看我，给他压在这儿，他肯定要出拳，明白吗？你等也可以，但是一定要压他，不要让他压你，知道吗
Let's have a look at some of the highlights. You see that beautiful body kick that Xiang's thrown a few times, and this was where he almost got taken down by that Jie Tui Shuai. That Sanda technique. Question mark kick, but look at Xiang Wei immediately comes back with a kick of his own.
Second down, second out.
We'll see a third round. Ja in the blue and Xiang in the red.
Woody, who's up on your scorecard?
I think it's one apiece. I think Xiang got the first because of the takedowns, and I think Ja got the second round.
So it may all depend on this final third rounds.
Well, yeah, we've also been very different in the way we our opinion to the referees. Obviously, we're commentating, not scoring.
Ja working the body there with a straight, smart strategy. Beautiful counter from Ja, clipping Xiang in the face.
His right cross is so fast.
Beautiful side kick there from Xiang. Ja in phase. Now it's Ja marching forward. Spinning back fist attempt from Ja falls short.
Lots of pressure here from Ja.
Beautiful work from Ja there, scoring.
And he goes for that takedown again, but every time he tries to take down, it's Xiang Wei just throwing back a kick to the body. Xiang needs to let his hands go. He's hesitating a little bit too much. Oh, nice kick.
From Ja. Excuse me, Xiang. Xiang charging in to close the distance. He's got the fight against the cage wall now. The lead may have increased slightly for Xiang with that last combination and the aggression.
2 minutes left. We hear him shout as he kicks now. Very indicative of his Sanda background, if we didn't know from the way he caught those kicks earlier. Both these guys testing, trying to find an opportunity or some weakness in their opponent's game. Neither of them have really landed very hard, very clean.
Inside the final 2 minutes of this fight.
We hear the corner of Jia telling him, do double combinations, don't just do single punches. The referee telling them after the fight's on, you might get penalized.
Ja, listen carefully to those warnings from the ref and charges forward with a combination.
Well, if you mess with the fighter, he comes with his money, right?
Against the cage wall again here.
Can Xiang get this fight to the ground, though? Nice small punches here. Definitely been Xiang up against the cage, doing more work. Might have won himself the round there. Nice kick from Jia landing.
Beautiful head kick there from Ja.
Xiang showboating a bit, saying it doesn't hurt. Shrugs it off. 10 seconds left.
We'll go to the judges' scorecards. Whether Ja won or not, I am extremely impressed by how well he managed Xiang Guangwei. I thought Xiang was just going to blow through Ja in this fight. A look now at some of the action from the fight. This is still in the first round. There's the grazing low blow and that beautiful Jie Tui Swai from Xiang Guangwei. Here we are in round 2 where Ja tries to take down Xiang, but his balance is too good for that. More action in this fight. A lot of beautiful striking in this fight.
"接下来宣布比赛结果。1号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 1 29-28。2号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 2 29-28。3号裁判30比27 ，Judge number 3 32-27。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定红方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, the red corner, Xiang Guangwei. 接下来的时间将会进行是男子羽量级的对决。
It is time now for the third fight of the evening. This is a featherweight clash. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's Agu Duma, hailing from Inner Mongolia here in China. 26 years of age, this is his JCK debut. He had, get this, 2 days to prepare for this fight, taking this on short notice. Training at Mongolian Heroes Fight Club in Inner Mongolia. He's got a record of 2-0 with 2 rear naked choke wins, as well as BJJ titles. Along with that, he may need to finish this fight quickly if he hasn't been working on his conditioning. However, he made weight quite easily at yesterday's weigh-in, so he might just be one of those anomalies that stays in peak condition year-round.
He was looking really chill today around the hotel, around the fight area, very calm, confident. You know my opinion on short notice fights. If you got nothing to lose, you're a dangerous man.
Well, he's got his undefeated record on the line. His last fight was almost 1 month ago tonight. He fought for 7.5 minutes before he got the tap in that fight. He's looking to do it again tonight. Here is Inner Mongolia's Agu Duma.
There, carrying the Mongolian flag is Moon. This young Mongolian is making his 3rd appearance for JCK tonight. He had an amazing debut with a rear naked choke in the first round against Lili Lapor last year in August. And then he went the distance with a very tough Baha Tuoli. He is back again, ready to represent his team Storm with another sensational performance. I think it's a great matchup on paper. Both these fighters are young and they're still just starting their professional careers. Vaughn, you got to spend a little bit of time with him. How was his energy this week?
Well, I think he is expecting to have the advantage in this fight. I'm not sure if I totally agree with that, though. Of course, he should be well prepared if the fight drags on into the later half of the 2nd round or the 3rd round. But we're dealing with Agu Dumha as his opponent, and I don't think Moon respects the threat that he brings. He's looking at his record on paper and thinking this is going to be a piece of cake. But I'm not sure of that. I'm not sure of that.
I have a question. Do you think they're going to start talking to each other in Mongolia?
I'm not sure.
There we go. He's definitely got a huge height and reach advantage. Moon steps into the JCK cage.
Looking now at these 2 warriors, how they stack up here in the tail of the tape.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子羽量级的复赛争夺，栏目选手身高169公分，臂展177厘米，体重65.90公斤，年龄26岁，来自于猛犸英雄格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩2战全胜。那么今天晚上上的 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手阿杜杜马。本场比赛，红方选手身高182公分，臂展181厘米，体重66.50公斤，年龄22岁，来自于 Storm Team MMA 综合格斗战绩4战3胜1负 ，JCK 战决城战绩2战1胜1负。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the red corner from Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. Gets ready for Basculin Moon. 本场比赛场上裁判胡金涛。
Judge, time, ready, fight!
Agu Duma in the blue corner and Moon in the red. Oh, Moon immediately goes for the nice 1-2. And we see Agu Duma shoot for a takedown. Stuffed initially by Moon, but now he has him pressed up against the cage.
an explosive start to this fight. It's no secret what Aku Duma wants to do. He's hunting for that takedown, looking to put his jiu-jitsu skills into good use here in this fight.
He's got a single leg. Can Ermoun keep standing? He did catch him with a very nice 1-2 to kick things off. Like we talked about it, he has a huge reach and height advantage. Ermoun still looking reasonably calm. The referees are not having much of the wrestling or stalling today. Look at the pressure from Ermoun. Oh! A huge 1-2. Drops his opponent. He's going to finish. The referee says, that's it, it's over. Ermoun lives up to the hype. Gets a finish in his third fight in JCK within the first round. Dropping his opponent with a beautiful 1-2 right on the button. Wow, well done. I mean, Aku Duma took the fight on only 2 days later. Respect to him, and he did try to fight back after he got dropped. But Ermoun has a very, very killer instinct, jumps on his opponent and gets the finish. But it all kicked off with a beautifully set up 1-2 right on the button. Congratulations to this very young fighter, Ermoun, only 22 years old.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则与量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于蒙古国的同方选手 Bayazkulen Ermoun 第一回合1分01秒使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜。The winner is red corner, win by Guan and Pang. 那么接下来的时间将会进行是男子重量级的复赛交锋。
It's time now for the 4th fight of the evening. This is a bantamweight clash, making his way to the JCK cage for the 3rd time in his career. It's Oktagsuren Sukbat, hailing from Mongolia, 24 years of age, representing Shandas MMA Fitness Center, coming off a massive first-round TKO win over Nur Gianati in January. His opponent came in way overweight for that fight, and Sukbat only needed to survive all 3 rounds to win by technicality. But he destroyed Nur Gianati in that fight with big slams and savage ground and pound. Making a statement before that, he took a fight with Suimuka at featherweight, but that weight class is not where Sukbat belongs, nor is Suimuka a pushover at bantamweight. Sukbat has just 1 loss, a split decision 5 years ago. 3 first-round finishes in his career, which include 2 chokes and the ground and pound TKO in his last fight. He looks good heading into this fight. Final preparations being made now. You know, Woody, I spent a lot of time with this guy the last few days, and we can't communicate at all, but he's just always in a good mood. You can tell he just loves to be at the event, loves to fight. Look at the focus in his eyes.
Man, absolutely. I remember this kid from his last fight, and he's just got such a good energy, respect for hard working, but don't be fooled when the bell goes.
Sukbat steps into the cage.
Berketemu dengan аспанда Тылкының қашаптың жері алғайда қайтатын болдым мен кигіз үйіме бірақ менің бүркітім аспанда тағы аспанда.
There we see his opponent, Yerbola Tatya Liko. It's very easy to look at his record and be misled at 6 and 8 as a professional. But let's see a little bit who his losses were against. He took all these guys to distance. And we see the guy right there next to him, Jahar. That's one of the guys that he's fought that couldn't finish him. Halakar, the Million RMB winner. Buho Yoga, a two-time Million RMB finalist. Jungbo Chair, the champion. Ma Ye, a division standout. All these guys fought with him for 50 minutes and couldn't get him out of here. That's how tough Yerbola is. So, if these guys, who are some of the toughest in the whole division, find it hard to finish him, I'm sure we've yet to see the best of him. Can he impose his game on Sukbat though? Sukbat is really slick, very, very calm and dangerous. We know we'll have good preparations coming in because he trains from the powerhouse team in Longyun. But in the end, it's up to him once those cage door closes and he needs to do something to turn the tides of his career and change his career to a positive. But he definitely has the skills and the ability, surrounded by the right people. Now he needs to put it into action. Vaughn, do you have a race in this horse, or you spent some time with Suk, but you prefer him to win?
Well, all the Mongolian fighters on the card tonight are very happy to compete in this JCK 99. 9 is an auspicious number for the Mongolian people.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, and they are very excited about this. Let's see if it works out for the other two Mongolians. It's worked out for one of them. Yerbola steps into the cage. As we look now at the tail of the tape, we see that a significant reach advantage favors Sukbat.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子雏量级的复赛争夺，南方选手身高175公分，臂展185厘米，体重61.40公斤，年龄24岁，来自于 Sandas MMA Fitness Center。MMA 综合格斗战绩7战5胜2负 ，JCK 战局城战绩2战1胜1负。Let's welcome the blue corner from Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, Oudgen Suren Sukbat。本场比赛，红方选手身高170公分，臂展168厘米，体重61.50公斤。年龄25岁，来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩8战3胜5负 ，JCK 战决城战绩5战1胜4负。他就是来自于中国的红帮选手叶尔博勒。本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。
Watch the backhand. Watch your finger. Watch your lob lock. Okay, touch, back. Touch, back, the lock. Judge. 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 Time. Ready? Fight!
Sukbat in the blue and Yerbola in the red. And we see Yerbola there going for his shot. Feels like he really wants to get this fight to the ground.
Sukbat did well in this position in his last fight. The wrestling prowess, however, of Yerbola a little bit higher than his last opponents. Let's see how it works out for them here.
Now Sukbat has managed to turn him around. He's got Yerbola pressed up against the cage. Does a nice knee.
Sukbat not afraid to wrestle here, taking the fight into Yerbola's world with no objections. Yerbola sinking in that underhook, trying to pry out. He's done it now. He's got his back. But look at this. Sukbat has his body lock and he gets the takedown.
Yeah, and he's on top. Beautiful little trip there from Sukbat with that body lock. Now we see him in the butterfly of Yerbola.
Sukbat does seem to like to play this way, get the fight to the ground, stay on top, and bash out a finish.
A lot of pressure here from him. Oh, he's looking for a guillotine.
Beautiful work from Sukbat to defend this single leg so far. Yerbola aggressively continues to march forward.
Yerbola needs to be careful because, yeah, he's starting to go for... Oh, nice work there from Yerbola.
Yerbola gets on top here.
Yerbola fights through that submission attack.
Tremendous amount of action here in this fight, and we've just
started.
We've not even got to 2 minutes deep in this fight yet.
Can Yerbola keep him down? Sukbat very active here from the bottom. Might be giving up the back, but no.
Yerbola hunting for that back here. Sukbat needs to be careful. He's in a bad spot.
Sukbat turns out of it. Now he's the one engaging the wrestling again. Nice knee to the body. Very high pace here from both these fighters, as you've said.
Sukbat scoring here with some knees.
I'm actually surprised that, you know, it feels like in the exchanges, it's Sukbat that's stronger, but he looks, you know, more lanky and rangy.
Beautiful work from Sukbat to bring the fight to the ground.
See, he's going for the guillotine. He needs to, I don't know if he wants to actually try to finish that guillotine.
Sukbat doing a great job of sprawling out.
What's the backhand?
Sukbat again. Now he's the one who gets the takedown, but
3 takedowns now for Sukbat here in this first round.
And we see him in side control. Steps over. He's got the back, but doesn't have the hooks in. Got one hook in. Can he get the second? He's got the second hook in. Nice punch there from him. But it started on the feet, and it was Yerbola that engaged the wrestling, and Sukbat says, if that's the game I want to play, I can do this.
Here we go, exactly, Woody. I'll echo your statement. Yerbola wanted to wrestle. Sukbat accepted his invitation.
Look at this.
Made him pay the price for it.
He peels the hands off, and then he changes to palm and just starts squeezing. And that's all she wrote.
Winner.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则除2级复赛比赛的最终结果为：来自于蒙古国的蓝方选手奥特根苏人苏赫巴特，第一回合3分39秒使用背后裸脚降服获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by rear naked choke. 接下来的时间将会进行是男子羽量级的复赛交锋。
Time now for the 5th fight of the evening. Here he is, Wu Leifu, making his way to the cage now from the blue corner for this featherweight fight. Coming off a win over Li Hongyuan, he also's beaten Yerdana, who fights later tonight. Training in Guangdong, far from his home in the mountains of Sichuan, bringing his wrestling base, 3 finish wins, 2 decision wins into this JCK fight. He's fought 12 times already here in JCK, winning 6 of them. When fights go the distance, Wu Leifu has a 75% chance of winning. I do think that it will be difficult to fight his opponent, Bai Guoqing, for the full 15. But we'll find out soon enough.
Man, I really like Wu Leifu. I've always liked him. I feel he's had some bad luck. He brings the fight. He's well-rounded. And sometimes he just, you see him busy winning, and then things turn on him, and people come back with a comeback loss. And, I really think he's tough as nails, athletic, aggressive, such an entertaining fighter, but his record doesn't display his true talent.
Wu Leifu steps into the cage for this, his 13th JCK fight.
There we see his opponent, Bai Guoqing, another young fighter who had a great start to his career. He lost his first fight by decision, but then went on a 3-fight winning streak and even had a submission finish over the very, very experienced Yang Fei, a prolific grappler himself. But then he ran into 3 experienced monsters, Luo Jiangsuo, Xie Chao, and Gunaev. Luo Jiangsuo and Xie Chao, both very tricky and high level grapplers, got the better of him. And against Gunaev, it was the speed difference on the feet, but those opponents have significantly more experience than him. I think Bai Guoqing has a lot to offer this division and just needs to showcase his ability. I think he's in the same boat as Wu Leifu, 2 very talented young fighters who have a lot to show and want to prove to the fans that they are more than people think. He is fighting Wu Leifu tonight, and I don't know, maybe they're going to be the new, young blood of the division. But I'll tell you what, though, this fight is going to be a barn burner. There he is, Wu Leifu stepping into the cage. Sorry, Bai Guoqing, my bad. Bai Guoqing stepping into the cage. There we see his team, Black Tiger, behind him.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we see how these 2 featherweights stack up.
子木科尼邱波翁，本场比赛蓝方选手身高174公分，臂展176厘米，体重66.50公斤，年龄25岁，来自于江门龙陵搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩18战10胜8负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩12战6胜6负，他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手wu Leifu。本场比赛红方选手身高175公分，臂展173厘米，体重66.50公斤，年龄24岁，来自于北京黑虎搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩14战8胜6负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩6战2胜4负，他就是草原雄鹰bai guoqing。本场比赛场上裁判王安莹。
来这儿，注意击打后脑，不要抓路网啊！注意击打裆部。OK， Just, time, ready, fight!
Wu Leifu in the blue corner and Bai Guoqing in the red. Wu Leifu immediately putting some pressure on Bai Guoqing. It's time to cut him off. Goes for the low kick.
Bai popping in and out of range, gets clipped there with an overhand from Wu Leifu. Nice
stiff
jab from Bai.
But Wu Leifu immediately throws back hook himself. I'm telling you, these guys are both very dangerous and aggressive. Ooh. bump into each other, but it's Wu Lei Yifu who gets the body lock.
Both fighters bring a wrestling base into this clash. I do believe that Wu Lei Yifu has been training with a boxing coach specifically, so expect his hands to be a little bit better than we've seen them in the past. And of course, the wrestling base gives him confidence to stay in the pocket and exchange, knowing that if it gets into a clinch situation like this, he will be familiar with the terrain.
Nice little short hook on the disengagement there. And we see in the corner of Bai Guoqing is some
Zhao Zikang.
Yeah, one of the most experienced featherweights in China, maybe in the world, with over 40 fights. I think 50, close to 50, right?
Both fighters here swapping knees and
Nice.
elbows.
Look at that.
By
Nice.
getting the better of these exchanges, they disengage.
He had a beautiful clinch and form to the face where he was underhooked. Nice slip from Wu Lei Yifu, ducks underneath, goes for a
Inside trip there. Bai fights it off, and they're back on their feet, still locked up here in an over-under.
Two minutes and 52 seconds. It doesn't feel like only 2 minutes has passed for one. Wu Lei Yifu walks by to the cage wall. Both these guys are very calm. Now we see Wu Lei Yifu locking up that single leg.
I kind of felt that Wu Lei Fu was winning the exchanges on the feet. I'm surprised to see him, you know, inviting this wrestling exchange. He's definitely not getting outclassed here in this position, but I think he was doing just fine on the feet.
Well, we've seen this from him. He does very good. His last fight did really good and then got caught, you know. So sometimes he just trusts himself to go wherever the fight goes. Beautiful knee.
Oh, big
nice.
knee to the face there.
Oh, and a kick to the head from Bai Guoqing.
Another kick upstairs and another one. Wu Lei Fu just eats them all, walks forward.
Both of these guys crash into each other. Now we see Bai Guoqing kind of loosening up. Stiff jab, rocks back Wu Lei Yifu's head. Another stiff jab from the speed from Bai Guoqing. Feels like he hurts Wu Lei Yifu a little bit there. Wu Lei Yifu doesn't look that stable on his legs as he was earlier. Look for a short elbow from Bai Guoqing there.
Stiff jabs and good exchange there. Good footwork from Wu Lei Fu. This is where I think he's got the best chance of winning.
Well, he got caught a couple of times there earlier. He needs to respect Bai Guoqing's jab. He's got a very, very fast left hand. Ooh, big uppercut.
Oh, Wu Lei Fu drops Bai Guoqing with a beautiful punch. Following up here in scarf hold here, inside control. He's looking to finish this fight with elbows from
Nice
the top.
short elbows there from the top.
Referee watching closely, and Bai Guoqing doing a great job of staying active in this fight, making it difficult for Wu Lei Fu to score here. But you got to believe that's going to score favorably on the judges' scorecard here
Now,
in this first
Wu
round.
Lei Fu hunting. 10 seconds left. I think that stole the round for Wu Lei Fu. Oh, nice uppercut hook. Wu Lei Fu looking for the finish. But we're going to go to the second round. I told you this fight's going to have some fireworks. The power of Wu Lei Fu. You know, right before he hit it there, I thought that round was back in the last minute.
Let's look at some of the action from that first round.
It was early on.
This was beautiful
And
here
the
from
second knee. Boom. to the ear.
They disengage, and Bai follows up with a head kick too.
Right
raising,
on the chin, yeah.
but nonetheless.
And that's that slip into a very hard left hand. He even wanted to step around, go to the back, but Bai Guoqing saw that, saved himself pretty well there from not getting Wu Lei Fu on his back. Wu Lei Fu in the blue and Bai Guoqing in the red. Round 2. Fast jab. Oh, look at Wu Lei Fu. He's wanting to trade. He's backing himself here. Oh, he shoots for the double leg. Picks up.
Big slam from Wu Lei Fu, showing his wrestling base. Bai's got the headlock now. Inside the half guard here, he can finish a guillotine if Wu Lei Fu is not careful. He needs to pop his head out of this threat. Fantastic start to the second round for Wu Lei Fu.
Look at Bai Guoqing holding the triceps of Wu Lei Fu, not allowing him to punch too much, but now we see him starting to push that hand down. He might look to attack that arm too. Wu Lei Fu. Feels like Wu Lei Fu is just a little bit more physical. Has a bit of a strength advantage when these two engage. Bai Guoqing seems to be faster. Nice knee on the exit. Wu Lei Fu looks for the elbow as well. They exchange blows again. Bai Guoqing still in the fight.
Wu Lei Fu's confidence must be growing here in the second round. He does look fresh and confident.
His hands are very low. He's got to respect. Nice heavy kick.
Inside kick there from Wu Lei Fu.
Nice calf kick. Nice fast kick from, oh. Nice elbow again.
Oh,
another elbow. He's hurt.
Wu Lei Fu's got Bai Guoqing in trouble. He's going for the finish.
And it's over.
Wu Lei Fu with a beautiful performance, winning with a dominant second round TKO finish here.
Man, the elbow's there at the end. He wobbled Bai Guoqing and just had him on wheels and went in for the finish. The referee stepped in. Actually, the referee stepped in really very, very well there because he gave him a chance to fight back, but there was nothing left. Wu Lei Fu getting the finish with beautiful elbows. I want to see the highlights because the post was right in front of me. I couldn't see very clearly, but it looked like elbows. Let's have a look here. Steps through. It's a short hook. Goes the uppercut. I think this is the elbow, that first elbow on the top of the head. Goes to the left side and goes again. Right side. He trips. As he falls down, Wu Lei Fu jumps on him. And now it's the aggression, and he's not doing anything to improve the position. The referee steps in.
Vamos.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则与量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的蓝方选手武雷一富，第二回合2分23秒使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜。Winner is blue corner, win by technical knockout.
击中原，撕裂八甲龙的情景，JCK 战群城的史诗便由此开篇。100，这个数字是勇士们用上千场精彩绝伦的对决刻下的不朽印记。当八甲龙第100次被聚光灯镀上金边，众多冠军选手集结，成就最伟大的一期绝城之夜。2025年6月17日，以100万次心跳为战果，迎接 JCK 绝城之夜历史上最疯狂的夜晚。
蓝帮选手高君野来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部，上场比赛 TKO 对手获得比赛胜利。他的对手阿弟来自于宁波北极狼格斗俱乐部 ，JCK 绝城之夜 N66私人新锐赛比赛冠军，目前处于2连胜的状态当中。那么今天晚上他能否延续胜局？下面比赛即刻开始。
阿弟的比赛呢，拥有将近70%的终结率，而且他的比赛从来没有打到判定。
我叫邱木二古。我来自四川大凉山，很长时间没有比赛了，我也很渴望回到这个擂台，我觉得这个擂台也属于我。我上一场回去总结了自己的不足的地方，还加强了自己的摔控能力。年轻人，那就让我来给你上一课。
我的目标也是冠军。
君野，
我的站立、摔跤、柔术都会比他好，因为我比他年轻。你虽然比我年轻，但我的比赛经验远远在你之上。今晚拿出你的最好的状态，我们在890里面碰一碰。
Here we are now, the 6th fight of the evening, kicking off the main card, making his much anticipated return to JCK. It's Gao Junye, hailing from Heilongjiang in the northeast corner of China. 34 years of age, training at the well-known Longyun MMA Club. Nearly a year and a half since Gao fought. That was an impressive win over one of our favorite fighters, Li Hongji. He's also beat Jahar and Tai Shongshong in his 2013 career. He subbed Tai, he subbed Jahar. In fact, 19 of his 20 wins have been finishes. That is ridiculous. 11 submissions, 8 KOs. In 33 fights, he's only won a decision once. Coming off an injury, will the layoff affect his timing and sensitivity? If you guys want to have a really, you guys want to have a laugh, he's a flyweight, and his corner man and training partner for this fight weighs about 120 kilos. He's huge.
Huge, yeah.
So he's definitely, if that's who he's been working with, he's definitely prepared for his opponent Adi's strength and power tonight. Final preparations now as Gao Junye looking forward to doing what he does best, and that is MMA fights.
There is his opponent, Chomu Urgu, or Adi, as he is known here, and to many people around the world as the fighter from the Liangshan Mountains. He's a very good strider on a 2-fight winning streak. in his last fight. He won by guillotine in just 48 seconds. And the fight before that, he kicked Wang Shihao so hard in the first round, he got the finish right there and then. Tonight, it's a young gun versus the old guard in Gao Junye, who is officially 20-13 as a professional MMA fighter. I believe Adi will look to keep this fight on the feet, where he will try to use his speed and powerful striking. But he is fighting an experienced veteran, and he will need to be smart not to get caught in a trap from the well-rounded opponent. Vaughn, where do you think Gao is going to choose to take this fight?
I think Gao's going to go for the takedown. He likes to stand and mix it up on the feet, but I think he agrees the best way to finish Adi is on the ground.
The question is, can Adi keep the fight on the feet, where we believe he has the advantage? You know, he's so dangerous on the feet. But yeah, if it goes to the ground, I think Gao has a huge advantage, maybe bigger than the discrepancy they have on the feet. We see him there. Chomuergu, or Adi, steps into the JCK cage.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we see how these two flyweights stack up.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子银量级的正在争夺，男王选手身高172公分，臂展165厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄34岁，来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩25战19胜6负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩2战1胜1负，他就是铁拳歌王高俊业。本场比赛，红方选手身高170公分，臂展171厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄25岁，来自于宁波北极狼格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩17战11胜5负，1战无结果 ，JCK 战决胜战绩9战4胜4负，1战无结果，他就是一人勇士那么今天晚上比赛非常高兴邀请到了国内著名的擂台解说专家侯宇老师和刘聪老师，他们2位将在现场为大家带来今天晚上比赛的直播评述。同时，英文解说的部分非常荣幸的邀请到了著名的综合格斗运动员、教练员，同时也是赛事评论员的 Vaughn Anderson 和 Woody Pocketer 进行现场的呈现。Welcome！ 同时还要特别感谢颜值有理赵岩老师以及特约评论员方乐老师的鼎力相助。本场比赛场上裁判 Thomas Fan。
Judge, time. You ready? You ready? Fight!
Gao in the blue and Adi in the red.
Adi in the southpaw stance. Fires a kick, countered quickly by Gao. But Adi fires back with some monster left hands.
Huge overhands there from... goes for the head kick as well. Nice lead hook from Gao. He catches Adi! He rocks Adi.
Gao on the attack now. Some back and forth early in this fight.
I like how Gao is keeping his hands up high. It's Gao trusting in his boxing. Adi's just throwing crazy power.
Gao
nice.
Catching Adi there on the fourth punch.
A long blitz from Gao. Follows Adi all across the cage. Adi needs to respect. Adi goes back to that right hand of his.
Adi
he
drops
in.
Gao looking for the finish. Thomas Fan drips in to stop the fight. TKO victory for Adi.
Oh my God, we called it. Gao was doing so good. Gao was doing so good, but in the end, RD drops him. My goodness, he catches him right on the button.
Another first round finish for tonight's card. That was a great fight. You know, Gao had his moments too.
And Gao was busy winning on the feed. But he just, I don't know, man. I think he made the wrong decision in trying to trade with the young guy. Let's have a look here. Look how much he pushes there. And it's that short little left hook from ID. One punch is all it took. And we see there, Gao's already, he's out of it. Good stoppage there from the referee. And what do you do with a kid who's got so much confidence and the power to back it up? Nicely done, ID.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则银量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的红方选手1人勇士阿弟，第一回合59秒使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜。The winner is Red Corner, win by GMP。
恭喜你，阿弟！恭喜你拿到了一波连胜，非常的精彩。那么，这场比赛其实我们都看到，你的对手是一位经验非常丰富的老将高俊业。那么，实话实说，在对他之前，会不会有一些心理上的负担和压力？
对他打，确实压力有点大。我刚刚上场的时候都确实有点紧张，因为他老将嘛，经验肯定比我丰富，但是我的后手重拳。我以前没打出来过，其实我一直有后手重拳的，你们不要小看了我的战力，你们不要仅仅看我的腿法。
确实，我和刘聪老师在场下一直在说，千万不要小看阿弟的后手重拳，话音未落你就拿下了这场比赛的胜利。那么，其实你的比赛风格当中，我们看了你的胜场终结率达到了100%，你是如何做到能够保持这么恐怖的一个记录？
随机应变。
那么好，我们一同让老婆老师，我们看一下刚才那场比赛最精彩的一部分。
这一招就是我偶像嘴炮的那一招成名那一拳。
哇！那么其实我们看到你刚才这次的重拳击倒高俊业，其实是迎着对方的拳头打上去。当时究竟出现了一个怎么样的结果？
其实我的边角已经预料到他会这样打，因为我的边角他跟高俊业打过，他说他会一上来就会拼的，你就看着后手迎击就行。我的神预判的那个教练。
非常的精彩，我们也期待接下来你的表现，我们也期待你的重拳再次回到八角笼。
谢谢 GCK， 感谢你们一直以来给我的机会，我会持续往上走的，谢谢。
非常感谢女士们、先生们，掌声再次送给1人勇士阿弟。
接下来将会进行的是雏量级的正赛交锋。南方选手不火苦布来自于一格斗综合格斗俱乐部，技术核心为摔跤，目前保持3连胜的强劲势头。他的对手张帅来自于北京黑虎搏击俱乐部 JCK 战局城战绩3战2胜，技术全面。接下来2位选手即将展开对决。
我是EJ 不火古布，来自四川大凉山。这一次的状态非常饱满，备战得很充分。对于这次比赛，我有10分的信心，10分的把握。
我是北京黑虎搏击张帅。 这次备战的挺充分的，非常好。看他视频也是摔跤出身，我也是练摔跤出身的。
我们学的摔跤更不同嘛，到了擂台上就知道谁的摔跤的优势厉害。
大凉山的孩子，一只鹰，
不不。
这两位摔柔系的悍将将会在 JCK 上演怎样的一番龙争虎斗？
希望我们两个在擂台上面打出精彩的比赛，贡献给粉丝、全民。
Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner for this bantamweight scrap. It's the E-Eagle, Buhua Gu Bu. Hailing from Sichuan, 27 years of age, training in his home region of Sichuan at the E-Fight Club under the instruction of National Wrestling Champ and the most experienced JCK competitor, Buhua Yoga, who's walking there behind him. 3-fight win streak for Buhua Gu Bu as he goes into this fight. That win streak includes 2 third-round finishes and a unanimous decision. Wins over Zhou Qiyang. Can you believe it?
That's
pro
insane.
boxing experience. Man. He has so many finish wins, and we can expect a high-paced performance from him as usual, as in fact everyone from his team at E-Fight Club in the mountains of Daliangshan in Sichuan at Elevation. They always come in well prepared, and they do believe that training at Elevation, in fact living at Elevation, has helped their stamina. The weight cut was easy for him. He's never been KO'd, but he's never won by submission. In fact, he's been submitted 3 times. That's probably the safest place to look for a win against this pro boxer with a wrestling background. Buhua Gu Bu, the E-Eagle, steps into the JCK cage for the 7th time.
There is his opponent, fired up, Zhang Shuai at 5-1. This fight is a great prospect, making his return to JCK after more than a year off. His last fight saw him lose the decision, but before that, he not only won all his fights, but he showcased a variety of skills. He is also the training partner and the same division as the champ Wang Xiaoxiang. We know how well those guys at Black Tiger are prepared and trained. They always come in fit and in amazing shape with great MMA-specific skills like the wall fighting and a ground and pound. We saw there Li Lei, another JCK fighter, there in his corner tonight. And I expect a versatile Zhang to fight wherever the fight goes. But personally, I think he's going to look to take this fight to the ground. Vaughn, what do you think? Do you think he's going to try and out-wrestle, or will he test the striking of Buhua Gu Bu?
Well, how do you beat Buhua Gu Bu? I think the way to do it is to kind of bait him into taking you down, because he's hard. Buhua Gu Bu is hard to take down, and he's a hell of a tough guy to fight on the feet. So bait him into him taking you down, and then look for submissions, because submissions have proven to be Buhua Gubu's kryptonite.
That's right. And I mean, we've been surprised. We saw a huge surprise submission in the first fight tonight when Bidola submitted the brown belt Cho. Who knows what we'll see tonight? Maybe Buho Yoga taught Buho Gubu how to submit. Let's see.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we can see the reach advantage favors Jiang Shuai.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 雏量级的正赛争夺，南方选手身高169公分，臂展169厘米，体重61.70公斤，年龄27岁，来自于一格斗综合格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩13战9胜4负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩6战4胜2负，他就是一巨鹰布火古布。本场比赛，红方选手身高171公分，臂展173厘米，体重61.50公斤，年龄30岁，来自于著名的北京黑虎搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩5战4胜1负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩3战2胜1负，他就是来自于中国的红方选手张帅。本场比赛场上裁判孔林。
Judge, time, ready, fight!
Buho Gubu in the blue corner and Zhang Shuai in the red. And it's Zhang Shuai that gets that inside left kick, goes to the head with the head kick, but just lands on the shoulder. And Zhang Shuai
beautiful work from Jiang.
Already gets the takedown. We see the smile there on Buho Gubu's face. He knows that. There was a lot of talking back and forth about testing the wrestling. And in the end, Zhang Shuai did get it landed. Is he going to wrap up those feet?
Zhang Shuai pops his head out there of that guillotine grip. Now he's looking for...
Oh no, look at this.
Buho Gubu gets back to his feet. They disengage.
Oh, nice exchange from both of them finding home. Oh, a heavy punch. Oh!
Zhang Shuai was winning there on the attack, and then
Buho
Gubu drops him.
Punch. And Zhang Shuai still looks out of it.
Zhang Shuai back to his feet.
He also got a warning from the referee there because he hit him a little bit on the back of the head. He needs to should make distance here, I think.
Zhang Shuai looking for the takedown. This has been a real back and forth even match with both wrestling and striking so far in this first round.
And both of them have had some damage. I think the punch on Zhang Shuai was a little bit harder, but still back and forth. And I think Buho Gubu needs to be careful where he puts his head. He doesn't want to give up a guillotine.
Firing an elbow there on the exit as Buho Gubu exits rather. Both fighters disengage, looking for strikes here in the center of the cage.
Nice long stiff jab to the midsection. Oh, Buho Gubu looked for a big overhand, missed, and then Zhang Shuai gets a takedown.
Jiang stumbled there, got back to his feet quickly, and now he's on top of Buho Gubu. This is a bad spot for Buho Gubu.
Who gets butterfly guard.
Hard punch there from Jiang, finds the mark. A forearm there.
Nice hammer fist. This is beautiful ground and pound. Big elbow, another big elbow.
Buho Gubu needs to make a move. He can't stay here for long.
Zhang Shuai cinched up. Looked like he might be thinking about going for a guillotine. Oh, nice little short uppercut for Zhang Shuai. Bu Hokubu doesn't look too fazed by the power of Zhang Shuai's punching, but got to respect that ground and pound. Oh, nice shuffle punch. How long before he comes with a big overhand? Oh, spinning. Zhang Shuai catches Bu Hokubu. Bu Hokubu is just eating these punches as if it's nothing. Walking forward. Oh, another one!
Oh,
2-1!
Zhang. Zhang diving for the legs here, trying to get this fight to the ground. Bu Hokubu's fighting it off now. It's his turn for some ground and pound, perhaps. Zhang Shuai gets back to his feet. Bu Hokubu trying to use that wizard to bring the fight back to the ground.
That was a beautiful 2, followed with a heavy jab, dropping Zhang Shuai for the second time.
Oh, there's a good hook there from Zhang that finds the mark. The instructions from his corner to keep pushing forward, but I think Zhang is in trouble. I think he got rocked earlier in that fight. There's a monster attempt at taking Bu Hokubu's head off, misses, and then comes back with a kick.
These guys are throwing bombs. Oh, double one, double jab and a cross, shuffle punch. Oh, heavy right hand followed with a left hook.
Zhang's in trouble, he trips. Bu Hokubu takes advantage and he's just clobbering him with these
so many
monster
punches
hooks.
have landed on Zhang Shuai. Now it's Bu Hokubu just looking for the finish, trying to time something big. Another big punch right on the button.
30 seconds left in this
Oh,
first
another
round.
one. The referee should step in. It's over.
Bu Hokubu takes the TKO win in round 1 with some monster punches.
Man, fight of the night. What a back and forth war. Oh my goodness, and how tough is Zhang Shuai? He took so much damage that whole fight. Managed to stand his feet for much longer than was expected, but in there was Bu Hokubu. Just too much power. Walked through most of the punches from Zhang Shuai and just finished him off. Just technically out there looking for the finish. Look at this, boom, goes to the head, and that right on the chin. Catch him with the right hand, drops him. Here it is, boom. Gets another right, and I believe.
Look at the look on Zhang's face right now. He's in serious trouble. And here comes the moneymaker, boom.
Oh. Yeah, he was out of it already.
Those last 2 were unnecessary.
Very definitive finish there from Bu Hokubu. Congratulations to this young man.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则出场级比赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的蓝方选手李智英不火古布，第一回合4分34秒 TKO 获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by technical knockout。
真的是十分精彩、十分炸裂的一场比赛。我的天，今晚我们说今晚是狠人之夜。 你就是狠人中的战斗机。我想知道这场比赛你的战术是提前布置的，还是根据场上情况临场发挥的呢？
都有，因为我师傅一直在备战当中。虽然我们那个呢看了他的那个视频，也就只有2个新人赛，然后也是在我师傅临时的调整下，一直给我说，给我。 布置那个战术嘛，所以我师傅说，不管什么样的俱乐部，虽然我们的俱乐部虽然也不是很小，也不是很大，但是对于那些有名气的那些俱乐部，不要害怕，只要相信自己，相信自己拳头肯定会拿到的。
你真的很棒，真的很棒。这场比赛给自己打多少分呢？
还是有点放不开，有点身体还是有点紧嘛。因为你看我那个对手，他那个身材是不是一般的人肯定看起来哇好凶好猛，是吧？而且他那个名字也取得很好，张帅嘛。然后之前我那些我的粉丝们他们说人家叫张帅，他们什么什么的，他说打比赛他就肯定不帅了，就那样。但是我说没事，比赛都是五五开的，场上不知道谁会赢谁会输，但是我师傅永远跟我说的，叫坚信，相信自己，没有什么达不了的，再艰难的路，就相当于你去爬山，再怎么坚持，只要你坚持，你就会能达到峰顶。
好的，最后一个问题，在本量级你有想打的对手吗？
目前的话，还没有，我先一步一步来，先把自己的排名打上去。
好的，很踏实，祝你好运，不火不补。女士们、先生们，让我们掌声送给不火不补。
接下来将会进行是男子雏量级的正赛对决。由于红方选手伊尔丹娜赛前超重，本场比赛必须以终结的方式才能获得比赛胜利。蓝方选手夏明全来自于河北顽石功夫格斗俱乐部 ，JCK 战决城战绩6战4胜，地面技术精湛。他对手伊尔丹娜阿伊亨努尔来自于宁波北极狼格斗俱乐部 ，JCK 战决城战绩6战3胜3负，急取一场胜利来证明自己。接下来两位选手即刻展开交锋。
伊尔丹娜阿伊亨努尔，
八角笼当中的异世家，整个的八角笼就是你的画板。
这场比赛我是在和另一个我在战斗，因为我们的风格很相似。这场比赛非常精彩，我会全力以赴。
伊尔丹娜有非常多创造性的胜利，47秒降服对手。
这场比赛抓住机会，我们都有终结对方的能力，就看谁能抓住机会，谁的运气好。
我觉得这场比赛是一场非常能够展现出我自己的能力的一场比赛，觉得大家肯定能看到更多的东西，所以我们这一场绝对是一场非常精彩的一场比赛。
夏明全已经是一个完全体的姿态站立在 JCK 的八角笼当中。
我的教练是希望我能在柔术的细节中更加的细腻，所以说也是一直在不断的在强化的。
十字固，漂亮！我们是拍了头，首回合的十字固下位十字固。
No doubt we're in for another great fight tonight. Making his way to the cage now for this bantamweight fight. Excuse me, it's now a catchweight fight. Xia Mingquan, hailing from Anhui Province. He represents Wanshe Kung Fu Fight Club in Hebei, but he's been training a lot of BJJ in Beijing. Working a lot on his submission game recently. He's won his last two with first round armbar finishes. He's gone 5-3 in his last 8 matches, but he had a horrible start to his pro career, going 2-9 in his first 11 fights, with quite a few of those being finish losses. But don't think that's who's stepping in the cage tonight, because he's made huge differences, moved around to different camps, got better training, and grown as a fighter. And he's even beaten 18-7 Yong and taking Shamuhar, one of the best in JCK, the distance. On top of that, as I mentioned, this is a catch weight. Yerdana missed weight by such an egregious margin. He can now only win by finish. I was at the weigh-ins yesterday morning, and Xiaoming Chen made no objections. He went directly over to Yerdana. I said, don't worry about like trying to make the weight. Let's just agree to this and let's get this fight underway. I'm not gonna object. Very sportsmanlike, very confident. He's been training, you know, the last 2 fights that he's won were by armbar, but you know, Yerdana has that slick, that leg lock finish, right?
Yeah, that Imanari roll, yeah. But
you can expect that Xiaoming Chen is ready to play the leg lock game too if it goes there. Mark my words.
Do you think he's going to take it easy on this fight, knowing that all he needs to do is finish? He can lose the fight as long as he's not finished, he wins the fight?
I don't think so. I think he's going to hunt the submission. He loves fighting, he loves finishing, and he's confident he can get the job done.
There we see his opponent walking out of the red corner. Yerdana, I love following this guy's social media. He started MMA older than the general Chinese fighters, as most of the fighters on the circuit here come from some other martial arts background, a lot of Sanda fighters, wrestler fighters, but he started because of his passion. He is very willing to invest in his training and works very hard, not only to train what everybody else does and get ready for his camps, but he also spends a lot of time doing extra basics, extra drills, because he feels he has a lot of catching up to do. He is well-rounded in his skills and also very exciting. We just talked about, remember when he landed that Imanari heel hook in 47 seconds? And his career saw him face up against lots of tough opponents, but I've seen him constantly improving, and he also travels around. He spends a lot of time overseas. He trains a lot in Thailand, where he's investing. Remember when he, after he got that Imanari roll heel hook, he then proposed. He's now gone on, I think he's a newly father. I believe I've seen some baby photos in his posts. But yeah, he travels a lot and really tries to improve as a martial artist. I didn't get to ask him why he missed weight, because, you know, that's a bit of a stain on his professionalism.
It's the dad bod. It's the dad bod, baby. He's got a kid now.
And that could be the dad bod that's talking. You're right. But I hope that it's not a sign that he's not prepared for this fight, that it's something else. But normally people miss weight. It's not a good sign. It's an injury, being sick, some complication in the weight cut. So I hope he's managed to recover, and let's see how he does in this fight. He needs to get the finish. If he does not get the finish, even though he beats up Xiaoming Chen, he loses the fight. That's the JCK rules. You can't miss weight so bad.
2 kilos off the mark.
That's insane.
Looking at the tail of the tape, and you can see the weight failure there by Yerdana.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 除量级的正赛争夺，蓝盟选手身高172公分，臂展171厘米，体重61.50公斤，年龄24岁，来自于河北顽石功夫格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩14战10胜4负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩6战4胜2负，他就是鬼帝贾明轩。 本场比赛，红方选手身高175公分，臂展175厘米，体重63公斤，年龄25岁，来自于宁波北极狼格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩13战8胜5负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩6战3胜3负，他就是Yerdana Handua。本场比赛场上裁判梁明。
George, ha! Fight!
Xia Mingquan in the blue and Yirdana in the red.
And I definitely
encourage
Xia Mingquan to get this fight to the ground because Yirdana's boxing is world class.
He's also, remember he had that bare knuckle fight? Yirdana switches stances. Oh, he already goes for the, working the liver is Yirdana, but Xia Mingquan did catch him there with a counter of his own.
I do not recommend Xia Mingquan to stand and trade in a boxing exchange with Yirdana. I would never bet that Xia Mingquan would win that. He does have a good chance of winning by submission. Let's see him take this fight to the ground.
Yirdana does a lot of tricky stuff.
Oh, beautiful cross there from Xia, making me eat my words. And it's Yirdana that shoots the takedown. This is Xia Mingquan's new world. He's becoming an expert at submissions. Got the head there of Yirdana. Is he going to be able to finish this arm in guillotine? He's going for it.
Is he putting on, is he starting to put on some pressure?
It looks like Yirdana is struggling. We can't see much of the details from underneath, but he's trying to, look at this. Good work from Yirdana to break that out. I think that was an error in Xia's part to open his guard like that.
I think he was worried to get slammed. Now we're seeing Yirdana's World Wrestling. A lot of his social media is him doing wall wrestling, like sparring against the wall. Feels like he's trying to set up an elbow. There he goes for attempt to trip.
It's interesting that Yirdana is looking to take this fight to the ground. I think that he has the advantage on the feet. And I do not believe he's doing well on the ground. Here he is, Xia trying to set up a go-go plata.
Yes, and he's got the omoplata now. It's the omoplata position. If he finishes the omoplata, it'll be the first omoplata that I've seen here at JCK.
He's going for it there. Yirdana pops out the back door.
Nice punch from Yirdana. This is what I like, and you know, like, I don't want to punish and hate on Yirdana because he missed weight, but I love watching Yirdana fight. I like him as a person. I like him as a fighter. Sucks that he missed weight. He's so entertaining to watch. It's because he does those things where he's going down with the grappler and willing to test his grappling. Feels like he has an advantage on the feet. Xia did catch him with some nice straight crosses though. Now we see he caught that kick, dropped down. Holding tight to Xia. Xia's guard very active, working his legs. Xia has a foot on the hip, which means he can switch his sides. Oh, he's starting to cinch up a triangle. Yirdana's too slow. He shouldn't. He should get out of here faster. He cannot just stand here. He might want to try and...
Finally, Yirdana starts to lift his head up. But
oh,
look at this shot. Going for his third armbar in a row. Yirdana's in trouble here. His arm is still bent the right way. This is good. But now he's got to worry about the triangle. And now the armbar!
He switched it that way. How did his arm not break? Oh my goodness, Yirdana didn't tap.
And there is Yirdana getting onto the top position here. Xia still, though, with that butterfly hook, making things difficult for Yirdana.
Now Xia on top. Xia's looking for... Yirdana was looking for a ninja choke. I don't know what the referee was.
I think he was looking for the 100% neck crank, which would have been illegal under JCK rules. Xia gets a top position. Firing punches and elbows here, scoring. Yirdana's in trouble.
Nice elbows here.
This is not the Yirdana we know.
10 seconds. He gives the back a little bit, shows the back, buy himself some time. Shah ending that round really well.
Giordana is exhausted.
Maybe it is that dad bod.
After
did land some nice cross.
Here's Giordana's takedown, but he's got his head in that guillotine position. One of several submission attempts that Giordana had to fight off in this round.
And this, oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, it felt like it extended and then he managed to turn the angle there, but I wonder if there was some pops in that.
Fight! Round 2 begins. Both fighters taking the center of the cage. Both fighters swapping hard punches there. Shah holding his own here on the feet against Giordana. I thought it would just be Giordana clinging Shah's clock on the feet. I was wrong. Both fighters throwing straights to the body.
Oh, nice kick from Shah.
Working the midsection, both fighters throwing low kicks at the same time. Oh, beautiful cross from Shah.
And you know,
right on the jaw.
His hands are so low. He has a good chin, but he trusted too much.
Oh.
Both guys tag each other.
But Giordana is the one who backs up Shah.
Another beautiful punch from both these guys, man.
I would like to see, you know, I kind of think Shah, he feels the same way I do. I think he's surprised that he's doing so well on the feet, and when he scores with these punches, he seems like he's in a bit of shock and disbelief. I'd like to see him follow through, score the punch, and then follow through with a combination, look for the finish.
Now we saw Giordana slipping that cross, looking for a counter. It's so quiet here in the arena. Like everybody's right at the edge of their seat, knowing that any moment could be something big. These guys are so explosive and fast. Look at that. Shah goes to the body. Giordana works the head. Another big overhand from Shah, but Giordana eats it as if it's nothing. Nice body punch.
Hear that leather hitting the ribs. There's a punch to the face. Giordana shooks it off and comes in with a beautiful cross uppercut combination.
Giordana is catching Shah coming in with very stiff jabs, but it's Shah throwing the cross. Now we see Shah starting to bleed out of the nose.
Shah seems totally content to just sit here and trade punches. I think he's got a way better chance of winning this fight on the ground. Well, I guess he's just got to ride this through until...
He's got to be careful because Giordana is just so tough.
Remember, fans watching at home, Giordana here in the red corner, needs a finish to win this. He was 2 kilos overweight. Shah agreed to fight at the catch weight, but the rules of JCK state that those that are overweight, what is it, by 1.5 kilograms?
Yeah.
Have to win by finish.
And it's an awesome rule because it punishes people that are, you know, showing up overweight. Giordana, deep breaths, doesn't want to go down. Oh, you hear Shah's power punches to the body.
Sha working that cross to the liver section. I'd like to see an uppercut or maybe a kick with the lead leg. You know, if Yirdana is coming into this fight unprepared, then taxing the body and exhausting him is the best way.
A big straight left from Yirdana right on the chin.
To get an advantage. Work that solar plex too. Beautiful shot there from Sha. Oh, beautiful. Stiff jab. Look at the head of Yirdana.
Wobbling back, yeah. Stuffed him. Another nice right cross from Sha. Not that clean, but catches the face of Yirdana. 30 seconds. Oh, a big kick to the body. We see Yirdana's elbows really feels like he's trying to protect his body. Something that Sha seems to be very well aware of. Sha sporting the very colorful hairstyle.
Final seconds of this second round. Sha only needs to survive for another 5 minutes. By technicality. But surviving is doing if they had a say, if this fight was getting scored, I would have given it a round so far. Sha.
But it feels like, you know, this fight could be finished in any given moment as well.
Out. Fight!
Show of sportsmanship here. Yirdana.
Yirdana now is looking for the finish. Short uppercuts, he flurries punches.
And this
they're
is
going to war form. This is a slugfest. Sha says he's fine, but look at Yirdana. He's just marching. His head is up high. He just walks forward. And we see Sha sitting down, pull guard.
That was the kind of boxing that I expected from Yirdana from the start of this fight. He only started here in the third round. Sha doing the smart thing, kind of pulling guard, sitting up and getting on top here. This is a safe spot to spend the next 4 minutes and 15 seconds.
Now he's on top.
Yirdana looking to reap that leg and go for a heel hook. Look at this. Sha needs to be careful with that ankle. Good work from Sha to slide out of that reap, and now he's inside the open guard of Yirdana.
Sha got nice heavy hips on top here, putting his head right on the upper chest of Yirdana, not giving much space, but Yirdana does good there to turn to the side, trying to push Sha off. Whoa, big punches thrown from Sha inside the open guard here. Oh, he goes for a guillotine. But it's Yirdana that passes his guard. Can he recover his guard? No, he's trying to. He let go of that submission. Now it's Yirdana back on top in the half guard. Sha recovers again. What a back and forth.
Nearing the halfway mark in this final round. Yirdana gets another chance on the feet here.
Oh, nice. Oh, big lead hook. 2 minutes. Giordana needs to really go crazy because he's going to lose this fight even if he wins on the scorecard, which I don't think he necessarily has.
Well, it's not going to go to the judge's decision anyway, right?
Of course, yeah, but I mean, even if he's trying to have some, emotional victory, but he's going to lose. He needs to go forward, but he looks exhausted.
It would be interesting to know what is going on in the personal life of Giordana these days.
Oh, big right hand from Xia.
He does not seem well prepared at all for this fight. But you know who does look well prepared is Xia. He looks great in this fight.
Xia Mingquan looks very ready. Nice body shot. He gives one back. And you see Giordana taking those big gulping breaths. Jab on the chin.
Whoa. Kicks out the support leg of Giordana. Giordana back to his feet quickly. Another inside low kick from Xia.
$50 seconds left. Works the body again, does Xia. Well, the fight. Oh, he finishes it with the liver shot.
Beautiful work from Xia to get the finish. And especially kudos to Xia for putting on a hell of a fight, taking risks that he didn't need to.
Yeah, exactly. He could have just hung out, take this fight easy, get a good position and just play safe, but he went for the finish, was willing to go to war, and in the end, he crumbles Giordana. Xia Mingquan gets another victory here in JCK.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则重量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的蓝方选手鬼帝夏明权，第3回合4分22秒 TKO 获胜。Winner is blue corner, win by technical knockout。
非常非常精彩，非常非常精彩一场比赛，夏明权。刚才在场下跟侯毅老师我们在聊，我们在想夏明权打了大概几十个后手拳的基辅，我们特别想知道这一次最后的一次 KO 的拳是不是提前铺垫好的？
对对对，因为我觉得对手他的柔术啊，他的站立以及抗击打，他技术都特别的优秀。你看中了我好多重拳，依然前压我，然后他的柔术逃脱也特别好，我做的很死了，结果还是跑掉了。他意志力很顽强，我能感受得到。我做他的时候，他在拼命的，觉得不能忍，不能忍。
英雄总是惺惺相惜的。那么也有很多粉丝会有一个问题啊，因为如果是一般的选手的话，因为毕竟对手超重，只要你苟下来，苟3个回合，你就能赢。但是为什么你还是打得很凶、很热血呢？
因为我觉得我并不能把这个当借口，因为我是来比赛的。我是来展现我自己的实力，而不是说我为了赢比赛，在这赛场上糊弄一下。我觉得这不是我所做的，我所做就是拼尽全力。
对，你是个强者。那么接下来你在 JCK 的这个计划是什么呢？
当然是打进排名，然后进入100万行列，然后等着我。
好的，祝你好运，夏明权。
谢谢谢谢。当然，我也特别感谢 JCK 能给我们 这样的选手一个特别好的一个舞台，让我们去展现自己，让中国的格斗推得更高。也谢谢李总，然后谢谢我的俱乐部，我的教练吴俊义老师，感谢你们。当然，我还想对我的对手说一句，他很顽强，或许这一次只是运气不好，输掉了比赛，不要气馁。我觉得你还会走得更高，继续加油！我期待你的第4场比赛获得胜利。
好的，女士们、先生们，让我们把掌声送给鬼帝夏明全。
那么接下来的时间将为大家带来的是2位站立系选手之间的对决。由于蓝方选手坎贝克·乌鲁、廷奇贝克赛前超重，本场比赛也必须以终结的方式才能获得比赛胜利。坎贝克职业生涯战绩10战9胜，曾经获得吉尔吉斯坦散打锦标赛的冠军。他对手滕利格羽量级官方排名第3，重拳重腿，历史终结场次排名第5。2位选手只能够发挥优势，赢得比赛胜利。下面比赛即刻开战。
If you don't know him, you should know him. He is an absolute slot-in for Chinese Hall of Fame MMA fighter.
雪狼滕利格。
Мен Қаныбек ұлы Тыныштықбек, Қырғыз Республикасының Ош шарынан болам. Команда Улуу Қырғыз. Азыркы учурда GCK менин оюмда Орта Азияда эң алдыңкы организациялардын бири. Бул темп менен дүйнө жүзүнө биринчи местага чыгат.
距离我上一场比赛也就1个月，对我这个减重也没有什么太大影响。
Мен өзүм левшамын. Левша правшаларга 50% неудобный положенияда турат.
要是打站立的话，我更不怕你来吧。就是我们看，我们谁先倒。
Oh my God! Oh my God! He walked into the
Beautiful time. Oh my God, that was so bad. That sent him into another universe.
Мен ойлойм, эртеңки бой турнирдеги эң мыкты беттеш болот деп эсептейм.
到他精疲力尽，我会拿飞膝 KO 他。
Making his way to the JCK cage for his JCK debut, hailing from Kyrgyzstan, Kanibek Tinchtekul, 25 years of age, with an impressive 9-1 record and a Sanda base, training at Alpha Male Club in the United States for this matchup, bringing Sanda and MMA titles from Kyrgyzstan to his JCK debut tonight. He's won a title as well in WEF promotion, impressive wins over an 11-2 opponent, but otherwise none of his wins nor losses have been to fighters with records anywhere near as abundant as his opponent tonight, Tung Li Ge. Kanibek Tinchtekul may be able to out-wrestle Tung Li Ge, we're not sure. But Alpha Male is famous for guillotines, but you can bet that Tung Li Ge will not initiate the takedown. He'll rely on his lifelong Sanda skills to keep the fight standing. If this fight goes to the ground, no doubt, it will be Kanibek Tinchtekul that initiates the takedown. Kanibek Tinchtekul was overweight at the weigh-ins yesterday, and he must finish Tung Le Ge according to the JCK rules if he wants to win this fight. No matter how well he fights, if this fight goes the distance due to a technicality, Tung Le Ge will be given the win. So there's a lot of pressure on Kenny Beck, Tinch Dekun tonight.
Yeah, we spoke to his coach. He's got some really good training partners. Like you said, he did a camp overseas, but a lot of pressure on him now, fighting one of the best that China's ever produced. There he is, Tung Le Ge, officially 38-14. He is one of the most experienced featherweights in the world. He has a new nickname in the inner circle of fighters community. It's called Tidang Ge, basically translates to kick the private part's brother, because in his recent run of bad luck, his two most recent fights both ended due to accidental groin kicks. Well, we can have a little bit of a laugh at his expense, but it really was just bad luck. And he even, he did dispute the last one. But let's not have a laugh at his fighting achievements and his skills. He recently made the move to Chunjie Godo, and he's looking like it's absolutely paying off. Look at the shape he is in. This is the best we've seen him in years. He looks lean and mean. And Vaughn, it was you that commented about how much more muscular he's been looking. You've known him for many years. You used to coach him back in the day at the beginning of his career. Tell me, are you happy that he made the move to Wu Chunjie, and what do you think is the biggest benefit that he got from making that move?
Well, he will be getting great training at that gym like his teammates do. He's got great training partners, great coaches, and the facility is phenomenal. Real world-class training center up there in Chengdu at Chunjie Fight Club. And I've noticed, like everyone else has, how much muscle he's put on since making the move to Chengdu.
Also, not being a coach is great.
A look now at the tail of the tape, and there is the weight discrepancy. 1.4 kilos off the mark for Techdik going into this fight.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 羽量级的正赛争夺，栏目选手身高175公分，臂展179厘米，体重67.40公斤，年龄25岁，来自于乌鲁克斯坦。MMA 综合格斗战绩10战9胜1负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战决城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Kyrgyzstan, Kapula Kembek Ulu Chitek。本场比赛，红方选手身高178公分，臂展180厘米，体重66.50公斤，年龄32岁，来自于华武源语武术搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩40战26胜13负，1战无结果。JCK 战决城战绩11战6胜4负，1战无结果。他就是草原雪狼李哥。本场比赛场上裁判王悦。
Shot, high, ready, fight!
Team Czech in the blue and Tung Le Ge in the red.
Tinchek in the southpaw stance. Remember, he needs a finish to win this fight.
Just to make it again clear to the fans, Tinchek must wait. The only way he wins this fight is if he gets the finish. If it goes to any kind of decision, he automatically loses. So a lot of pressure on him.
He is 9-1 going into this fight, so he's used to winning fights.
Nice low kick from Tony Ge. I'm surprised he's going with the low kicks.
Lifelong striking training from Tong Li Ge, training full-time at a sports school since the age of 13. From age about 19, moving to Xi'an, where he trained with the godfather of Chinese MMA, Zhao Shuijun.
And we heard there from the corner of Tony Ge saying, wait for the Yingji. Basically, that means the counter, the stopping punch, the stopping strike. Same time your opponent swings for the fences, you time them coming in. A lot of respect from Tinchek. Tony Ge catches that push kick and gives him a chopping kick on the back of his leg. Big
fires a looping left overhand.
Was stopped mostly by Tony Ge. Has his hand up high. I like how Tinchek moves. He's you know, changing angles. A little bit unorthodox, but makes it hard to set up anything. Moves around.
Both fighters clash there.
Another push kick that Tony Ge caught and then gives him back.
Look at the defensive guard of Tong Li Ge. He's got his right elbow pressed against his rib cage there, ready to defend any liver kicks.
On the southpaw, yes. Goes for kick of his own. Look at that beautiful time takedown defense. Tinchek throws a big overhand and immediately shoots a double leg, but Tony Ge was fully aware of that plan. Tinchek doing good here, goes for another big left overhand. He has faith in his power. And now Tony Ge's back is close to the cage wall. Is he going to set up a takedown? Oh, Tony Ge does have his hand up, but he feels like Tinchek's power is very good. Goes through the guard of Tinchek a little bit.
I'm trying to think if I've ever seen Tong Li Ge unconscious. I don't think I have. I think he's
imperious, getting knocked out.
He's yeah, he's KO proof.
Tough as nails, man. And he's born in from a small area in China, in Inner Mongolia called Tongliao, and so many tough Sanda fighters. A few of them actually transitioned to MMA, but so many tough strikers from that one area. There's like a few little hotspots in China. That's one of them.
And you know, Tong Li Ge has
nice
well
kick.
over 100 professional combat sports fights when you include MMA and striking. You know, maybe even more than 150.
Oh, look at that, beautiful blocks and comes back. But Tinchek is setting up really well with those big punches. Looking for the uppercut. Just misses with the right hand, man. Both these guys they're not really looking to pick their opponents apart. They're looking to finish the fight with one punch. Throwing with everything they got. Oh, nice kick from Tony Ge on the liver side of Tinchek. Tinchek has very good movement. Looks a little bit unorthodox, but he moves really well, keeps the space.
Oh, another kick there from Tong Li Ge. Look at the redness on the back of Tinchek. That's from kicks suffered through.
Another kick.
Exchanges
oh,
like
another
that.
big kick. And that's the liver side again. Now we see Tinchek's mouth open a little bit.
Action-packed first round
Look, look. Straight. Just. DC.
Second up. Back. Ready, fight!
They're off to the second round.
Tech scoring there with his right hand.
Fast jab. Fighting from all angles is Tinchek. And he's the one putting the pressure on Tanigo. Tanigo countering him now.
Oh, hard kick to the ribs there from Tung Le Ge. Both fighters exchanging punches there.
Tanigo catches his foot again.
So far, we've seen only striking here. You know, training at Alpha Male,
Oh,
you
big,
would expect
a big
Tinch
overhand.
Tech to look to take this fight to the ground and showcase some of that grappling he's been learning over in the U.S. If any of those monster overhands from Tinch Tech hit, Tung could be in trouble.
Yeah, he's throwing. I mean, earlier he caught Tanigo with a nice punch, but Tanigo is just throwing back every time, keeping him honest. Beautiful takedown defense. Tanigo spins out of it, gets. Tanigo needs to go back to those kicks to the body, throw some punches. There we go. And Tinchek should keep doing what he's doing. His hands are so powerful. Throw those hands, Tinchek. You need to get the finish if you want to get this win. The only way Tinchek wins this fight is with the finish. He missed weight by too much. He's got to go hunting now. Oh, beautifully done.
Beautiful counter. I'd like to see him follow up more with those punches, though, if he's looking to get the finish that he so desperately needs.
Oh, that's a heavy punch. Tanigo just misses with the with the knee there when he came in. Now it's Tinchek with that body lock.
Trying to get this fight to the ground. I do believe Tinch Tech may have the advantage there. He does a beautiful job with that outside hook to get Tung Le Ge to the ground. Now he's inside Tung's open half guard.
Tinchek's holding on. He's got the underhook.
This is the first time we've seen. Oh, look at this. He's going for a Darce. This is a bad spot for Tung Le Ge. He needs to be careful. So far, Tung Le Ge's been able to defend the submission, but that choking arm is still under the armpit of Tung. When Tung moves the wrong way, he could be in trouble. Great defense from Tung. Now he gives up the back. He's got to be careful now. Tinchek looking for the submission, abandons that. Tung doing a great job of fighting it off, but he might be in trouble here.
He might be in trouble here.
Oh! Tinchek comes through with the needed submission finish in the second round.
Tinchek doing amazing work there. He had all the pressure on him. He had to finish the fight, and that's exactly what he did. He gets the undeniable finish by rear naked choke in the second round, later in the second round, and beautifully done there. slaps it on with only one hook in. There he goes, slaps it on and then spins in.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则与量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于吉尔吉斯斯坦的蓝方选手坎贝格乌鲁平吉蒂克，第二回合3分39秒使用背后裸脚降服获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by rear naked choke.接下来的时间，让我们共同开启今天晚上的联合主赛。蓝方选手阿库诺夫·努尔日吉特来自于吉尔吉斯斯坦的实力选手，拥有6战5胜的职业战绩。他的对手王琦战力出色 ，JCK 战决城战绩19战12胜，自容量级终结场次排名第2。两位选手将会碰撞出怎样的火花？让我们共同开启今天晚上的联合主赛。
对手是谁并不重要，我只希望他在笼子里不要藏有裤裆，真枪真刀的跟我们拼刺刀，谁都不要后退。
Меня зовут Нуржигит Акунов, я из Кыргызстана, город Ош. Я уверен 100% в себе, что я выиграю его.
反正难度肯定是有，每一场比赛都会有。这一场比赛呢，但是我很有信心去拿下它。
平头哥，王琦。
Да, он очень опытный. Хоть у меня мало боев, но я голодный, молодой. Молодость против опыта. Я пришел сюда его досрочить и собирать его хайп на себя.
谁觉得他有资格跟我一战？时间、地点他来选，我随时应战。
Сегодня вечером я жду тебя в клетке и давай выясняем, кто из нас сильнее, молодость или опыт, кто выиграет.
Now it's time for the co-main event. Making his way to the cage now. From the blue corner, Akunov Nurmagomedov, the Black Shark. 22 years of age, making his JCK debut with a record of 5-1 and a Sanda background. He is the teammate of Kanibek Tinchek-Ul, who just won in impressive fashion with a second round submission. Akunov brings titles in Sanda and MMA, just like his teammate we saw recently. From Kyrgyzstan to his JCK debut, 5-1, officially 4-1, beating guys early in their careers before getting stopped by a guy with a 3-0 undefeated record. I'm not sure he'll be able to handle the experience of his opponent, Wang Qi, but his ground game may work, as Wang Qi has struggled in the past with the ground. And with a name like the Black Shark, you can believe that he's got a ground game. I've seen some of his results. He likes to get the takedown, he likes the ground and pound, but he knows how to handle himself on the feet too. Kyrgyz Sanda versus Chinese Sanda here in this co-main event.
One of the crowd favorites, the Honey Badger, Wang Qi, and one of the best smack talkers in the whole organization. Like I said, people love him both online and right here on site. With Wang, you know exactly what you're going to get, a war. He is very aggressive and brings the action. A granite chin, powerful striking, and a very aggressive nature. He prefers to keep things on the feet, but he has shot takedowns to secure a win in the past. However, I wouldn't expect that. The veteran of 25 and 15 fights, he's been around for ages and is very welcome and comfortable here in JCK, where he's had so many of his professional fights. You know, he moved down to lightweight. Now he's back in featherweight, well, welterweight, although this is a catch weight of 78 kilograms, not 77. And I spoke to him earlier, actually, it was during lunch. I was like, how was the weight cut? And he just giggled and said, oh, it's so much easier if I fight at welterweight. I mean, to be honest, he's a small welterweight, but a very big lightweight. So much more comfortable for him. He's fought some huge guys in welterweight. I don't think that the size of his opponent, Akhunov, is scaring him too much. But let's see. Wang Qi, the Honey Badger, steps back into the JCK cage.
A look now at the tail of the tape, and we can see how these two veterans stack up.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 78公斤级的协议体重之战，同样也是我们今天晚上的联合主赛。蓝方选手身高180公分，臂展182厘米，体重78公斤，年龄22岁，来自于乌鲁 Kyrgyzstan。MMA 综合格斗战绩6战5胜1负。那么今天晚上上的 JCK 战决城的首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Kyrgyzstan. I give you Akhunov, the Black Shark, Nurjigit。本场比赛，红方选手身高179公分，臂展178厘米，体重78公斤，年龄33岁，来自于象王格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩36战26胜10负。JCK 战决城战绩19战12胜7负，他就是平头哥王qi。本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。
Judge, time, ready, fight!
Akhunov in the blue and Wang Qi in the red.
Akhunov in the southpaw stance.
Light on his toes is Akhunov. Like we said, both these guys are Sanda fighters historically, but I would say Akhunov may be the more well-rounded skill set in MMA, having great grappling.
Wang Chi, another veteran of over 100 combat sports professional fights, including striking, Sanda kickboxing, and of course, many MMA fights. And he's also said that Wang Chi has never been knocked out in over 100 fights.
Yeah, he's really tough. He can take a punch. He's fought some big punchers. His kryptonite has always been the grapplers and wrestlers.
Never backed away from a tough opponent. Fighters exchanging there here in the center of the cage. Two powerful lightweight,
welterweights. Yeah, it's catch weight of 78, so it's a little bit heavier than welterweight. Not much kicking so far. Oh, nice.
Nice flurry there from Akhunov, pushing Wang Chi against the cage wall. Wang Chi looking to break those grips and get his arms free. He does it.
But he eats a hook on the exit.
Sneaky strategy there from Akhunov. Pressure down with his arms and lock those MMA gloves under his triceps against his ribs.
And also beautifully done when he did the entrance there. He threw a very heavy left cross strike in the middle and doubled up on it, which surprised Wang Chi. Now we see Wang Chi throwing some huge hooks. Dropping his head and trying to find the chin of Akhunov. I like how Akhunov is like super light on his feet. He said, you know, it's the younger generation challenging the old guard. Who's going to win, the young fighter or the veteran?
Wang Chi has in the past fought at lightweight. It's a piece of cake for him to make this weight class. Of course, Akhunov needing the...
Oh! Huge left hook, drops Akhunov, but Akhunov's right back up.
Akhunov needing the catch weight at 78 kilos. He's a bigger opponent than Wang Chi is.
Wang Chi doing really good, catching that kick and then giving him a short left hook right at the button, drops Akhunov, but Akhunov seems to be recovered already. Look at the experience of Wang Chi, willing to take his time, not rushing in, not putting himself in unnecessary danger.
Inside low kick from Wang Chi.
Fakes the kick. There's Wang Chi. Outside kick. Both these guys swing for the fences.
It might not look like it to the untrained eye, but what I'm seeing in Wang Chi... Oh! Beautiful! I'm seeing in Wang Chi a very good, he's not as reckless as we've seen him in the past. And although he's not really, he's not sprawling or anything like that, he's really defending the wrestling by keeping his distance.
Yes.
And that's new for him. And that was a beautiful takedown as well. Now Akhunov is back to his feet.
Akhunov needs to keep that in mind too, that Wang Chi might try to take him down. Good mind games here from Wang Chi, but if Akhunov, look at how Akhunov throws that left hand. He just doubles it up, has so much faith in it. And it's a little bit unorthodox, but it works. There's so much power in those big clubbing hands does Akhunov. But it feels like the speed and precision is in the favor of Wang Chi.
Nice firing a kick there to the midsection. Beautiful low-high combination with the hooks from Wang Chi.
But Akhunov throws a huge head kick that just misses the head. Oh, nice kick.
Now Akhunov throwing kicks of his own. Nice footwork there from Akhunov, still light on his feet.
Oh, Wang Chi going for a big spinning wheel kick. Not the prettiest kick we've seen from him. I would score that in Wang Chi's favor just because he dropped him.
Oh,
and
definitely.
It was close enough, but it felt like it was Wang Chi who just landed a little bit more.
Wang Chi up on my scorecards there, 10-9 in that first round. Interesting to see Buhua Yoga in the corner of Wang Qi. Look at some of the action from that opening round. Oh, beautiful high kick there from Akinov. Then Wang Qi just eats it, fires back with a hook that off-balances Akinov. Beautiful, and look at that, what a surprise. A level change and a takedown from Wang Qi.
Round 2. You see Wang Qi hiking up his shorts. Does that mean he's going to start kicking more? Look at the quads on Wang Qi, and there he goes. Push kick through the middle. Nice.
The body.
Straight punch.
Oh, that was a little bit low. Referee.
It's always Wang Jinggang.
Wang Jinggang pushing the recovery time of that low blow.
It's something which feels like he's prone to do.
Akinov firing a head kick there.
Huge
Falls short.
head kick. Both of these guys are throwing so much power.
Both fighters colliding
he
there.
catches
Look
Wang
at
Qi
this.
with a huge punch. Wang Qi sits in the pocket and starts swinging.
Did you see Wang Qi's response to getting
Yeah.
rocked?
He just
doesn't cover up. He doesn't back off.
He
just
catches a
keeps
kick again.
Firing punches.
He takes that kick. He kind of blocked it, but not cleanly.
That's the personality. That's the soul of Wang Qi. He gets hit hard, and then he just plants his feet and starts throwing punches.
Akimov doing smart here, taking the time to get Wang Qi down. He's already connected his hands on the hips of Wang Qi, pull him down. Wang Qi is smart to work the body here. He's not taking any damage. Just wants the space to pop back up. Is he going to pop back up very soon, or is Akinov doing really good? He wants to wrap with his legs. This is not what Wang Qi wants. He doesn't want him to wrap his legs. Nice work from Akimov.
Akinov peppering there. Oh, he's got the wrist from, Wang Qi needs to be careful here. Akinov scoring with uppercuts. Wang Qi back to his feet. Still over 2.5 minutes left in this round. Wang Qi putting his back against the cage wall. He needs to be careful. Akinov might take the advantage, hop up on his back and look for a choke. Akinov gets the takedown.
He's on the legs of Wang Qi. Wang Qi trying to scoop back out. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. Akinov starts wrapping up that leg again.
Oh, this is a bad spot. Look at this. Akinov has control of the legs and control of Wang Qi's wrist behind his back. Wang Qi pops his hand out so he can use his hands to defend now, but he still needs to be careful. He's in a bad spot with his legs straightened like this. Akinov on the attack, scoring tremendous points here in this second
Yeah, he's doing
round.
really good. Heavy punches. Now he's dropping some elbows.
Wang Qi firing back with elbows from the bottom. Akinov looking perhaps to advance up to mount.
Wang Qi throwing some sliding elbows. They're looking to cut Akinov if he lifts up his head too much. And Wang Qi gets out of that position. But he's giving up full mount.
Wang Qi needs to be careful in this position.
Akinov might be getting the finisher if Wang Qi cannot get out. 1 minute and 10 seconds left, Vaughn. Akinov doing really good. Akinov so powerful. Wang Qi manages to explode. At least he's got him off the full mount.
Hammer fist there from Akinov. Inside the final minute of this second round. Time is running out for Akinov if he's looking for a finish. He's definitely winning on the scorecard in the second round. Back to Mount. Wang Chi needs to be careful here. Akinov scoring with ground and pound. If Wang Chi turns and gives this back, he needs to be careful for the choke. Elbows now from Akinov.
Wang Chi manages to get out. Now Wang Chi's on top. Can Wang Chi keep the position?
Wang Chi with a big, deep breath there, sigh
But
of relief.
so for Akinov, how many punches did Akinov throw there? And he was putting in a lot of power. Oh, both these guys throw bombs. Akinov does land on Wang Chi. Wang Chi, ever the Granatian. We're going to see a third round.
Action-packed second round, and that's got to go to Akinov. Akinov scoring a lot of points there. Great takedowns, great control on the ground. Good work from this Kyrgyz fighter here in his KCK debut.
Yeah, for a moment, he was very close to finishing the fight. This is where he rocked Wang Chi with a big left hook. Man, how many people can sit up from it? Look at Wang Chi just start swinging for the fences. There were some moments in that fight where Akinov was in full mount, where I thought he might get the finish. The ref might be stepping in because how many can...
it was close.
Yeah, how many can he take?
Seconds off. Ready? Fight!
Round 3. How much does Wang Chi have left in the tank? How much does Akinov have left in the tank? You know, historically, it does feel that as the rounds go later and as the fights get higher, it usually favors the grappler.
Wang Chi throwing some
Wang Chi
punches
throws
there.
big punches. Oh, big overhand thrown, I think just off the mark from Wang Chi. Feels like Akinov is just baiting, looking for.
Wang Chi swinging heavy there, looking for the one punch to end it all. Some deep breaths from Akinov too. He was really hunting the finish in that second round, and I think that taxed his energy supply.
And he's got some big arms, swinging those huge arms. Oh, nice body punch.
Another.
Akinov says groin blow again, but that was not, I think. Love to see the highlight.
Frantic instructions from Buhua Yoga. Perhaps the respect of the grappling from Akinov, that's why Wang Chi is employing Buhua Yoga, National Greco Wrestling Champion, in his corner. They don't train at the same team, so I'm surprised to see Yoga in his corner. It could be down to this final round, Woody.
I think so. I think it is down to this final round, and as Wang Chi putting on the pressure and the pace on Akinov, just he needs to not get taken down though.
Wang Chi looking to fight this single leg. Akinov driving through there against the cage wall now. Sits back with the classic seatbelt takedown. Jiu-Jitsu 101 gets Wang Chi to the turtle position. This is a bad spot for Wang Chi.
And beautiful control. Look at Akinov's control, so beautiful.
Akinov scored a lot of points from this position in the second round. He's looking to drag Wang Chi to the ground again. Whether or not he succeeds in a defensive position like this, Wang Chi's not going to win this round.
Well, if Wang Qi can get back out, which it looks like he can almost do, no, just cannot. The power and the wrestling of Akinov, really good. Nice knee to the thigh there from Akinov. Just holding onto the body of Wang Qi. Wang Qi looking pretty exhausted. We know Wang Qi doesn't like this. Drags him down. No, Wang Qi should not look for the guillotine. I think that's the wrong decision from him. Look at Akinov willing to go back into the guard.
Wang Qi firing up elbows from the bottom. Akinov controlling well here inside the guard. He must believe that he's going to win this fight on points. If the clock ticks down, could be 0 here in the third round. There's 1 minute left in this fight.
But he definitely he needs to do some damage, because it was Wang Qi who was dominating the first part of this, well, not dominating, was winning the first part of this round. He must do some damage. There he goes. Can Wang Qi get up? Will Akinov get the finish? Or is the time going to run out? Both these fighters worked really hard.
Clock is ticking. There's the clapper. Final seconds of this fight. Akinov grinding out as many points as he can here before the bell. We'll go to the judges' scorecards. I believe Akinov has done enough to win this fight. We'll see if the judges agree with me.
See if we have some of the highlights here. That was a big kick, but look at the left. That's what dropped Akinov in the first round.
A beautiful takedown.
Surprising rugby tackle there. And that's what you get if you rock Wang Qi.
On the ground, a clear advantage going to Akinov. Beautiful display of grappling dominance there in rounds 2 and 3.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判28-29 ，Judge number 1 28-29；2号裁判28-29 ，Judge number 2 28-29；3号裁判28-29 ，Judge number 3 28-29。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定蓝方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting Kyrgyzstan, Akinov, the Black Shark, Nurchigit。王琦，请留步。王琦，请留步。接下来，让我们掌声有请颁奖嘉宾——中国企业体育协会市场发展部长周萌先生。Wait a second. Wait a second. 有请颁奖嘉宾同红蓝双方选手共同合影留念。感谢颁奖嘉宾，感谢双方选手出色的表现，谢谢。 接下来，让我们共同进入今天晚上的头条主赛。蓝方选手阿曼哈利革命81，轻量级官方排名第2 ，JCK 战绝城战绩6战4胜2负，胜场终结率100%。他的对手图拉纳姆南巴雅尔，轻量级官方排名第4。2023年全蒙古国泰拳冠军，目前 JCK 战绝城战绩2战1胜1负。接下来，我们共同开启今天晚上的头条主赛。
It's co-main event of this evening. 400 attendants for millions watching all around the world. Are you ready? It's time!
За самбай соноо намайг намнага ирээдэг. Монгол улсаас ирсэн. JCK Fighter 99тэмцээнд тулсан маш их баяртай байна.
拥有很强的打击系的能力，同时地面的缠斗也是非常的在行。这场比赛，我不去计较胜负，而我希望粉丝能够记住我的比赛。
拿你所有的技术，拿最好的状态来对应我，我会让你感受到什么是疯狂小子。
阿曼哈利进入8种之后，你会发现，疯狂小子的绰号可以说是名副其实。
솔직히 хандаж хэлэхэд гадаасан сайхан байлаа гэж үзчихвээ. Би маш хичээсэн байгаа гэж хичээгээрэй.
我会尊重这份职业，我也会尊重这场战斗。所以说，疯狂小子在这场比赛当中一定会全力以赴。
There's a look at Aman Hali, Guming Bai.
Yeah, he's looking really good. But you see there, he's surrounding himself with a whole posse of his teammates. Aman Hali, Guming Bai, the young kid on the block in the lightweight division, last year's million RMB finalist, and at his height, he's a huge lightweight. He's very raw, in my opinion, with his skill set, but he's so aggressive. Has a great chin, which we really saw in the war with Bida Liang. Tonight, he's facing an absolute monster warrior in Nam Nam Bayer. Both these guys are extremely tough, and both are aggressive. I think Aman Hali has not only the reach advantage, but he also has a slight technical advantage in the striking. But both fighters have shown that they are prone to take hits and don't really care too much about defending. I don't have a prediction for this fight because I think it's a very close and tough matchup. But I do believe we are going to see some blood in this war. And Vaughn, we spoke about these two guys, that Aman Ali probably on the feet, he might have, you know, he'll be a little bit more dangerous early in the round. You said that in the opening, that you think if it's early in the fight, Aman Ali in the standing, he probably has the edge. And I think that Nam Nam Bayer probably has the power advantage. If you just look at his physicality, and he's just tough as nails. If the fight goes deeper, I think that is where Nam Nam Bayer, or if it goes to the ground, Nam Nam Bayer might also have, you know, just the power advantage in wrestling. But don't take away from Aman Ali's ground and pound. He's so dangerous, and he's just so aggressive. That's why he's called Feng Zi Xiaozi, which means the crazy kid.
Well, very dangerous and very reckless, both of these guys. Aman Hali, of course, on a tear. He, you know, we saw him make it. He's so young, just 25 years old. He beat Li Fuyao in the quarterfinals, and then in the semi-finals, he fought Bida Liang, lost that fight, but Bida Liang was so beat up in beating him, he couldn't advance to the finals. So Aman Hali came back fought in the finals. He lost that fight, but nonetheless, he's got a lot of experience for a kid his age, training over there in Kazakhstan at the SAQ Fight Club with a lot of wrestlers. And this is the key detail. We can look at the stats and we can say that if he wins, the chances are high that he'll win by knockout in the first round. But as the fight progresses into the second and third rounds, Namnam Bayar's chances improve. Here he is. Aman Ali steps into the cage for this, our main event. There he is, Namnam Bayar, so confident, so well prepared. I was watching him during an interview yesterday, Woody, and I don't understand the Mongolian language, but they said, through a translator, they said, are you ready for this fight? And the gaze he put into the camera and just the power of the words he spoke in the Mongolian language sunk right through. I did not have to understand what he was saying. I knew exactly what he meant. And he is hungry, ready, and confident for this fight. There he is, Namnam Bayar, making his way to the cage for this, his third JCK appearance. An important stat for fans watching at home. Both of these fighters are extremely dangerous finishers, and every fight that each of them have been in here in JCK has ended in a finish. Looking at stats, the longer the fight goes, the greater Namnam Bayar's chances of winning are. And on the ground, statistically, Namnam Bayar also has the advantage. But we don't know for sure what's been going on in Aman Ali's training camp. He's been over there in Kazakhstan. We'd like to see what is going on with his grappling improvements. It might be a different story.
He's so young, you know, he could have made leaps and bounds in his technique, and he's so confident, he's so aggressive, but at the same time, look at this guy, man. If he doesn't, look at his energy, look at his stoicism. He's just so stoic.
Number 9 is an auspicious number for the Mongolian people. Here at JCK Fight Night 99, it's a double 9, and both of our Mongolian competitors have come through with first round finish wins. Will Namnam Bayar carry on this tradition, this streak of good fortune, and come through with a first round finish of his own? We'll find out in just a moment as these two lightweight titans are about to throw down. Namnam Bayar steps into the cage for this, our main event of the evening.
Look at the stare.
A look now at the tail of the tape, and we can see the reach advantage favors Aman Ali.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's main event of this evening. This moment is truly I'll be waiting for. We are live in JCK Arena, Shanxi, China. A 3 rounds, 5 minutes mixed martial art contest. It's JCK MMA Fight Night Lightweight Division. It's showtime. Introducing first fighter at the blue corner, mixed martial artist holding professional record, 10 fights, 6 wins, 4 losses. He stands 184 centimeters tall, weighing 157 pounds, age 22. Fighting out of Xinjiang, China. Gets ready for the Crazy Kid, Aman Ali. Now, introducing for his opponent, fighter at the right corner. He stands
180 centimeters tall, weighing 157 pounds, age 28. This man is wrestler holding professional record. 8 fights, 6 wins, 2 losses. Fighting out of Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. I give you the Nam Nachi Tula Namuna Baya. The referee who charged in his octagon is Mr. Thomas Farr.
Okay, guys, you both know the rules. Watch the back of the head, watch the low strikes, okay? Touch gloves, go back to your opponent. Judge, time. You ready? Fight!
No touch of gloves. Nam Nambayar in the southpaw stance. Shoots a takedown and eats a knee, but he stays on his feet.
He eats a knee and immediately starts swinging. Both of them go swinging. Now he wrestles again.
Nam Nambayar putting on the attacks here, looking to take this fight to the ground. 8 grounds. No. Aman Ali gets back to his feet. He's fighting off his single leg. Now Nam Nambayar's got the fight to the ground, but Aman Ali is looking to get back to his feet.
Aman Ali does very well here to pop back up. He's digging in an underhook on the right side with his right arm. He's got it in. But look, Nam Nambayar has that hands locked.
Nam Nambayar is incredibly strong, and he dumps Aman Ali on his back. Beautiful work from the Mongolian superstar.
And this is where we think he has the bigger advantage on the ground.
Smart strategy from Nam Nambayar to take Aman Ali out of his element.
Yeah, don't strike with that guy's long arms and limbs. And Aman Ali did very good, but look, he's breathing pretty deeply. Now we see Nam Nambayar just calming the fight down, stabilizing side control. Nice punches there.
Nam Nambayar, of course, finishing Wang Chi with an arm triangle in his JCK debut. That was...
Look, it's time to set it up, actually. See, he's got that right arm on the neck, and he's punching with his left arm. Look, he's waiting for Aman Ali to push off with his right hand. He's going to pop up. He's going to slap on the arm triangle, I think. Look, he's baiting really well here. This is very smart stuff from... Looks like Aman Ali knows what's going on.
Aman Ali framing there from the bottom, trying to put pressure on the throat of Nam Nambayar. Nam Nambayar resisting that frame and continuing this relentless top pressure.
He's very heavy on the hips here. Drop some elbows. The long limbs of Aman Ali make it difficult to ground and pound him. There, Nam Nambayar goes back to that. See how he drops his head low. He's dropping his head low. This is what I think he wants. You see, as he drops his head very low. Nice hammer fist there, heavy hammer fist. Another punch from Nam Nambayar. Staying active. The referee hasn't given them any warnings. Staying active enough. See him here in side control.
Beautiful work from Nam Nambayar to maintain this control. You know that Aman Ali is training at SAQ Club in Kazakhstan with so many elite wrestlers.
Yeah, a lot of good guys coming there. We saw quite a few of them even here in JCK.
Nam Nambayar threatening to put his knee on the belly there, perhaps slide across to the mount. Scoring with punches here.
Aman Ali's been able to evade a lot of the heavy punches here. Almost gets half guard. Nam Nambayar back in a heavy hips, side control.
Great work from Nam Nambayar to control there on the top. Look at this. Aman Ali looking to wall walk, push off the bridge, off the wall. He can reverse from that situation. Nam Nambayar needs to be careful and aware of that. Aman Ali digging for the underhook. Is he going to get back to his feet?
Looks like he's almost getting back to his feet, but look at this.
Nam Nam gets up.
Remember his lock.
Final minute
nice.
of this first round. Aman Ali's got a guillotine. Nam Nam needs to be careful here. Is he going to pick him up and dump him again? He does it.
Needs to be careful that Aman Ali doesn't connect those hands. Walks over. Now he's got the arm triangle. This is not good for Aman Ali.
It's the Von Flue choke. Will Nam Nam be able to finish this Von Flue choke?
He needs to step to the side, drop that left hip, but Aman Ali does good there to recover the guard.
Both submission attempts have been surrendered, and now Nam Nam is in the close guard of Aman Ali.
Aman Ali needs to either really clamp down here on the ground and pound of Nam Nam or Nam Nam could just
work from Nam Nam to slide past the guard there. And the final seconds of this first round, Nam Nam dominant on top here, peppering with hammer fist, and that's the end of the first round. You got to give that one to Nam Nam
Yeah, quite definitively.
Let's look at the highlights. Look, early in the round. Oh, that was an inside low kick. I thought it was a knee.
Yeah, we couldn't really see from our angle.
Beautiful dump there from Nam Nam and it was all Nam Nam on the ground.
This is what we predicted, that the power of Nam Nam is just
the second takedown.
And he was playing with fire here, falling on the wrong side with his head inside there. Can Aman Ali keep the space? Can he keep the fight at bay? Oh, his cup is he's having problems with his cup.
They have the cup expert in there to make sure things get put back in place. It's always good to have a cup expert on your team.
Do some cupping?
For the 1 in a million chance you have a cup malfunction.
Yeah, well, this is very important part of the equipment they must wear, so totally get it. And he's wearing the Thai style cup, which is also my personal favorite. Unfortunately, it got loose.
It's not even the personal favorite. It's just the only cup you should be using in MMA.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, I used those slip-in ones that you wear like a spats and you have a sleeve and you put it in and they move. And unfortunately, only after you learn the hard way, you never wear them again.
Round two
nice
begins.
Little inside kick. Oh, 1-2 right on the chin.
Aman Ali tries to keep the fight standing, but Nam Nam back to what worked for him in the first round. He's got Aman Ali pressed against the cage wall and he's taken him down.
And I mean, he ate a beautiful 1-2, but still, he's just tenacious. He might be looking for a knee to the body.
Beautiful work from
another knee to the body.
Now
he has the hips.
Now, I'm telling you, Nam Nam body lock is like a vice grip.
Oh, look at that.
Aman
Ali. Oh, beautiful knee.
Aman Ali on the attack.
Oh, he might be looking for a rear naked choke himself, but it's Nam Nam just going to the legs of Aman Ali. Not letting go, just like a dog with a bone, not letting go. He's got his teeth sunk in, but looks like he's starting to fatigue.
Watch Nam Nam stand up now and look for the high crotch. He scored with that takedown twice already in the first round. Aman Ali prying his arms in, trying to get the underhook, but Nam Nam is just physically too strong and technical. There he is, Nam Nam getting the takedown and looking to pass the guard.
Grinding on top. Is he going to pass? Now he's got the underhook. Now he can work to pass. He's got that far side underhook. Steps over.
Calls from the referee, Thomas Fan, to watch the knee. Namnam Bayer controlling well here. He did a great job in this position in round one. Made it very difficult for Aman Ali. Look at this, Aman Ali bringing his feet towards the cage. That gives him a tremendous advantage if he wants to bridge off the wall. But Namnam Bayer so far has been able to block that. Aman Ali digging in for that underhook. Namnam Bayer needs to be careful here.
It's starting to look like he's going for the neck.
They disengage. Over 2.5 minutes still in this second round.
Look at how slow Namnam Bayer is. Oh,
hard
big punches.
left punch from Namnam Bayer. Amazing. Another takedown from the Mongolian star.
And he just, you know, he doesn't get the first one, but he just scrambles to the leg like a wet blanket on the legs of Aman Ali. Aman Ali is doing good. If Aman Ali keeps, you know, if he can compose himself and survive this, looks like he's the fitter, fresher, and on the feet he has a huge advantage. But look at Namnam Bayer, just relentless.
Amazing grappling prowess here from Namnam Bayer. Look at this. Aman Ali on the defensive this whole round, trying to get back to his feet. He's done it, but can he disengage? Can he separate and get off some of his trademark striking? There he goes, but how tired is he? There,
oh,
Namnam Bayer again shooting for the single leg. Finally, Aman Ali sprawls out, but Namnam Bayer got the leg. Namnam Bayer got the leg before he could sprawl away. And the takedown again. Now the hip control. Namnam Bayer climbing on top of Aman Ali. Aman Ali using the butterfly hooks, trying to get back to his feet. He's got back to his feet now, but he eats a hook on the way out.
Both of them are throwing punches. Both of them landing there, everyone. My goodness, what an exciting back and forth. Namnam Ali needs to be careful. He keeps putting his head in that guillotine.
Nearing the final 1 minute mark of this second round. Namnam Bayer doing a great job of dominating in this second round as well. Aman Ali looking to shake off. Now they both disengaged. It's anyone's fight now. They're throwing bombs.
Goes for the kick. That's Aman Ali.
Another takedown attempt. Aman Ali on a sloppy sprawl. Namnam Bayer gets back to his feet first. Look at this, referee Thomas.
Oh, another
Fan.
short hook on the exit. Both these guys look out on their feet, exhausted. Oh, nice uppercut
from Aman Ali, and another single leg shot from Namnam Bayer. He's got to put his hands up. Aman Ali scoring here, but he looks exhausted.
Both of them. Who wants it more? Who wants it more? Both guys getting rocked, Vaughn. We hear the crowd tag tit for tat.
Beautiful
slugfest
there from Namnam Bayer.
Oh, spinning back fist. 1-2 from Namnam Bayer. One straight punch through.
Another takedown attempt from Namnam Bayer. There's the bamboo. It's only a few seconds left in this round.
Both these guys exhausted, waiting for the bell so they can have a rest.
You know, what the fans don't see when they're watching this is how powerful both of these guys are. To see somebody control Aman Ali the way that Namnam Bayer is, you gotta believe that that's taking, doesn't matter how strong he is, that's taking a lot of energy of both attacking, controlling, and defending from both of these fighters. Let's look at the highlights. Inside low kick from Aman Ali. There's a hard punch. Namnam Bayer gets the takedown though, and the top control. I think that might have, the judges might have given that one to Aman Ali.
It's possible. It's possible.
It was a close round.
It was a very close round because Aman Ali, I mean, he did catch him on the feet. I don't know, man, because Namnam Bayer also landed punches on Aman Ali, but he was the one that got some takedowns and was a little bit more aggressive. I don't know.
The final round. It could be 2 rounds to 1 for Namnam Bayer. It could be 1 round apiece. It could depend on this round. Aman Ali traditionally, statistically, does better early in fights. As the fight drags on, he's not good at winning fights that drag on. This is the 3rd round. But saying
look at Namnam Bayer.
Oh,
huge
Namnam Bayer
punch.
throwing hard punches, hitting Aman Ali. He's just not used to fighting people with this kind of power. Aman Ali again trying to defend the takedown, but Nam Nambayar secures the takedown. There's a scramble and they're back to their feet.
Both these guys just, wow, look at that. Goes again for the takedown, gets him down.
When Nam Nambayar closes his hands in that gable grip, you're not breaking it. Nam Nambayar again on top. There's an underhook. Then
now it's Aman Ali. Oh, he's looking for the choke.
Aman Ali gets back to his feet. There's still.
Oh, nice. Straight punch again.
Oh, another one.
Another one.
Aman Ali scoring with some punches there. Both fighters scoring with hard punches. Aman Ali gets taken down again. How many takedowns for Nam Nambayar in this fight so far?
And how many times Aman Ali got up? What a beautiful back and forth fight this is. Look at the blood on the back of Nam Nambayar. Where did that come from?
A stiff jab from Nam Nambayar. Oh,
they exchanged another stiff jab.
Aman Ali again. Nam Nambayar on the single leg, looking to take this fight down, and he's take the fight to the ground. He's done it
again. Now he's on top.
This is exactly where he's had the most success in this fight. Still 3.5 minutes left in this round. He's gotten the takedowns. He's rocked Aman Ali with punches. There's a knee now. Aman Ali's in trouble. I think Nam Nambayar is on his way to victory.
Yeah, if Nam Nambayar can get, he's fishing for that arm triangle, I'm telling you.
Great top control there from Nam Nambayar, looking to keep the squirrely Aman Ali on the ground. Aman Ali gets back to his feet, amazing. Hard punches.
Two jabs, heavy punches.
Nam Nambayar is just peppering there with those straight punches, both from the front and the back. Aman Ali firing back with some punches of his own.
What a slugfest, and he drops for the takedown again.
Beautiful level change, beautiful takedown. Aman Ali scrambling to get back to his feet. He knows he's in trouble.
Oh, he's got a rear naked choke. Sanchez didn't get in. Oh, he falls off.
Nam Nambayar slides off the soaking wet back of Aman Ali. 2.5 minutes left in this fight. It's been an absolute
Both these
war.
guys are throwing bombs. What a war. Throwing with absolutely everything they got. And we see
another beautiful takedown from Nam Nambayar. Look at the face of Aman Ali.
He must be thinking, how many times we're going to do this? How many times do I have to keep getting up? This guy just keeps taking me down. And look how tired Nam Nambayar is, but he still managed to push through when he needs those takedowns. 2 minutes left, though. A lot can happen next 2 minutes. Nice punches from
Aman Ali, struggling there. Nam Nambayar, of course, is tired too, but the relentlessness of the Mongolian star is shining through here. Aman Ali looking to get back to his feet. Nam Nambayar doing everything he can to make that impossible.
Short punches.
Oh, another attempt at the choke from Nam Nambayar.
He's squeezing the neck. Now he steps over.
Now he's
going for a crank.
Oh,
he's in!
He's got it!
In.
He's got it! He's got it! He's got it!
He's in trouble here. He's gonna tap. That's it! Nam Nambayar
takes out Aman Ali to win in the main event tonight.
What an amazing back and forth fight.
A well-deserved victory. He earned that. That was not
hard
an easy
work.
win.
That was not an easy win at all. Man, Aman Ali, tough as nails. He took the fight. He kept getting up. He kept throwing punches, but in the end, Nam Nambayar gets the win, gets the finish on the Crazy Kid.
The number 9, the auspicious number for Mongolians. Double 9 here at Fight Night 99. And all 3 Mongolians came through with finish wins. Let's look at the highlights here. Aman Ali stares right into the camera as Nam Nambayar gets under his throat. Look at the grimace on the face of Aman Ali. He fought it as hard as he could, but in the end, the power of Nam Nambayar was just unbearable.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则轻量级头条主赛的最终结果为：来自于蒙古的红方选手图拉南南巴亚第3回合3分40秒使用背后裸脚降服获胜。The winner is red corner, win by rear naked choke.
来，马总，可以吗？Chinese OK? Chinese no. You can. 马总在哪？对，马总在哪？拜托马总，我们来翻译一下我今天的问题，谢谢。
This time is, I think, it's sort of maybe first time for Tula Namnambaya fighting JCK. How do you think of his opponent today, and what do you think of his performance?
Өөрсдөж байгаа талаар хаан зүгээр өнөөдөр юу гэж бодож байна? Тэгээ өөрийнх нь гаргасан тулааны талаар юу гэж бодож байна?
Тэгээ ялсандаа баяртай байна. Тэгээд өшөө маш багтайгаа яриад өшөө маш олон зүйлүүдийг бэлдсэн. Тэгээд ямар ч гэсэн тактикаас арай өөр тоглолцлоо.
I'm happy that I took this victory, and I have prepared well about this fight with my coach and my team. Somehow I'm happy to win, but I haven't strictly followed our plan. But I finally won, and I'm happy about that.
他说非常高兴能够拿下这场比赛，同时他也会和他的教练团队去庆祝这场比赛的胜利。那对于未来他还有很多的期许。How about the goal in JCK of Tula Namnambaya? He want to fight for the belt, maybe for the 1 million RMB.
За намран дараач чинь JCK тэгж байгаа аяллаа чинь зорилго юу юм бэ? Одоо аврагын бүсний төлөө тогломоор байна уу? Сая яны төлөө тогломоор байна уу? Ямар зорилготой байна вэ?
Ер нь бол сайхан тулаанд үзүүлмээр байна. Тэгээд сайхан дулдмаар байна. Алийг хүсэж байна. Тэгээд би бол нээлттэй.
Congratulations.
First of all, I would like to fight, and I would like to show the JCK audience exciting fights, and most importantly, I love fighting, and I want both 1 million RMB and championship belt.
他说他非常高兴能够来到 JCK 比赛。其实他对于比赛的期许来说，他并没有想太多，他只是想更多的去在 JCK 去展现自我。那对于未来的话，他说他无论是金腰带还是100万的赏金，他都想要。女士们、先生们，掌声送给 Tula Namnambaya。所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，那么今天晚上 JCK 决城之 N99 的所有比赛到此就告一段落。再次感谢我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻、新华网、百度 App、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、虎牙直播、快手以及格斗迷的大力支持。同时还要特别感谢千岁汽车、毛江1953、华肯乳业集团、梅花以及菲特仕的赞助播出。那么接下来呢，我们共同通过大屏幕来回顾一下今天晚上所有参赛选手他们的获胜信息。那么今天晚上的第一场比赛，比多拉·伊尔哈利使用背后裸脚降服对手，香光伟通过一致判定战胜对手，拜亚斯夫伦俄日穆恩使用地面砸击 TKO 对手，奥特根苏荣苏赫巴图使用背后裸脚降服对手，乌雷伊夫使用地面砸击 TKO 对手，阿蒂使用地面砸击 TKO 对手，布侯古布 TKO 对方，夏明权 TKO 对方。坎贝克乌鲁廷奇蒂克使用背后裸脚降服对手，阿库诺夫努尔日吉特通过一致判定战胜对手。那么今天晚上的焦点之战， 来自于蒙古国的图拉纳姆南巴亚尔，第3回合3分40秒使用背后裸脚成功降服对手。那么在2025年的6月17号，也是我们的下场比赛，将会迎来 JCK 绝城之夜第100期的较量。联合主赛，郑波切、海莱尔克将会打响金腰带卫冕之战。那么除此之外，埃杜哈多拉蒙将会对阵 Alexander Chilyanov， 胡布兰图尔逊维克将会对阵拉姆赞阿赫马托夫，梁娜将会大战张慧文，周启阳将会对阵裘奇伦州。同时，来自于巴西的悍将阿里森巴波萨将会对阵来自于法国的公牛安迪。在此也诚挚邀请屏幕前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com。以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。最后再次感谢现场以及屏幕前的诸位今天晚上整晚的陪伴。最后祝大家晚安，再见。
What a fantastic night of fights.